Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. However you happen to be watching and or listening to this, I want to welcome you to the latest episode of the Gaming Circle podcast. The podcast where I haven't been doing this for a while, so I'm kind of out of practice, but I'm here. The voice is still hoarse. Forgive me. We'll talk about that. And I'm here with the great one, Mr. Everborn Saga. Welcome, sir. But I'm your host, Mr. K. Asante, TK Asante, and all the places that we communicate. And yeah, we back. Because it's been what, was it a week or 2 weeks? I don't even remember anymore. Time is a concept.
Time is a construct.
No longer it's no longer a concept I can keep straight because I've been flying, I've been traveling, we've been doing a lot of stuff. But anyway, we back. Mr. Everborn Saga, how you doing?
You hear the humble brag, Mr. International over there.
It ain't even like that, bro. Too much flying. Anyway, and by the way, I hate flying. I hate it with a passion, and the older I get, the more I hate it. So it's been a little.
He has a nickname. We call him International K.
Better than what the other mother effers call me these days. Anyway, so sir, what's new? And you and I feel like we haven't chatted in a minute, man. And Anime NYC was hot. Obviously with the Gamescom, we haven't really connected in a little bit. So let's start there, bro. How you been?
A lot going on. We haven't done a show in like 2 weeks, right?
Something like that. Yeah, indeed.
Oh man. No,
yes. A lot to catch up on.
You know, but we're back. All right, so let's just get right into it. So you'll tell us all about Gamescom.
Turn the volume up a little bit. Turn the volume up a little so we can hear you.
Let's get some gains on them. Are we better?
There you go. Yeah, we better. I hear you. Let's go.
All right. So you were at Gamescom, which I expect everybody wants to hear about. Let's talk about Anime NYC for just a little bit. So the Everborn Saga was in the Jacob Javits Center in the heart of New York at the annual Anime NYC Convention. New York Comic Con will be in October. But it was our first time doing a booth there. Biggest setup we ever did. I think LogNet came and did an interview with us, so that's online right now. You can check that out.
Very cool.
We did a few other interviews for the people that follow along in those circles. We had a corner booth with all the lights set up. It was great. We got to meet a whole bunch of new fans, and we'll definitely be back there next year. And we're gonna have some big announcements there. So if you are in the anime, if you got a Crunchyroll subscription, if you
that's a requirement, right?
JRPG fan,
look into the crates. Do you understand the word waifu? Do you have a Crunchyroll subscription? This might be for you.
Yes. This is for you. So we had a great time. I think they had like 115,000 people there. Luckily, I did not get con flu, and I was doing all the politician stuff, the shaking hand, kissing babies things. Yep. So, or kissing hands and shaking babies.
Yeah.
But we got to show the wares off and the books, most importantly, to a whole new audience of people, and they seem to like it. One thing I noticed this year, and I wonder if it translates to gaming. I feel like even though there were a lot of people, like this convention had even more traffic than New York Comic Con, people were spending less. Now I've been doing the convention route for a while, and it's not really about like, oh, we're gonna make a lot of money there. As long as we make back what we spend to be there, it's fine, and we always do, right? But it's about marketing what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
But talking to the thousands of people that I've talked to, right? You can tell when somebody's interested versus they're just listening to the elevator pitch, right? So a lot of people here seemed very interested, and what I experienced at my table, plus a lot of my contemporaries that were there, people were looking, they seemed interested, but less people were spending, and I wonder if there's some macroeconomic reason behind it. Right? Where there's less disposable income, and does that translate to the gaming industry in any way? Right? Because we're seeing it in the comic space.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, man. But y'all were at least able to be
Oh yeah,
whole
yeah,
in
yeah.
that way, right?
Oh
That's
yeah.
good. That's good,
Oh,
at least, you know.
more than that.
Oh, fantastic.
We did all right. But
Fantastic. That's
just
awesome.
for the amount of traffic, you'd think it would be.
It would be a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. I understand, man. And I honestly, I think you may have a finger on the pulse of that, right? Like it is one of those things that we like. Not everybody will be able to fully grok or understand until you happen to do what you're doing, which is, you know, being on that circuit and you know, talking to people as much as you do. So yeah, that is an unfortunate byproduct of where we are, I guess. Interesting. Anything else? Did
Now,
you get to meet any people? Anybody show up?
so
Anybody
this is the
in the
thing about me
community?
and
Yeah.
conventions
Mm,
these days. I have not been to a convention as a fan
mhm,
in the last decade, and well, not decade, but this decade, right?
mm.
So maybe 2019 was the last time I attended a convention as a fan.
Okay.
So I'm always there working, is what I'm saying. I'm at the
Yep.
conventions, but I'm manning my booth, my table. I don't have the time to go and see the people and meet the people, and any connections that I make are people that come to my table,
Yeah.
right? So usually before that, I would go, I'd get to meet people, have conversations, just be a fan, find, you know, exclusive stuff, find out about new indie stuff. And I don't get to do that anymore. So my view on the conventions are a little bit different. And I
Mm.
suspect you're gonna have a similar story when you tell me about Gamescom. Like you're there to work, right?
Mhm. Oh yeah.
And so I actually didn't really get to see the convention like that, right? Only walking to my booth, right? Like you
Mhm.
get to step away for a few minutes if you got a bathroom break or something like that. But I will say there is one. I did not know there was a downstairs area, and downstairs was where they kept the video games. And
Okay.
I got to connect with the fine folks that are working on the Cyber Lynch game, which
Ooh, very
we
nice.
interviewed
Very
them
nice.
at Gate.
Yeah.
Sorry, PAX East.
PAX East. Yeah.
And so they've made progress. They've got a new build, which is super exciting.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. I
And they're
loved
New
what I
York
saw of
based.
that game.
So
Yeah.
it's great to catch up with them. We'll see. I might get to see them at New York Comic Con when we're there this year. So that
Mm.
was the one video game thing that was there. But
Maybe we even get to connect with them here. I would love to have them
yeah,
on the show. We'll start talking with them in the background again. But yeah, man, that's cool. That's really cool.
I
I love that you
I
got to see
I
them. Yeah.
you know what? Let me see if I can find a link for you because
Okay.
I wanted you to do some B-roll while we talk.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Like so how big is the gaming aspect of this? I know the anime NYC is pretty big. Yeah.
It's not huge because it's more
Okay.
about the anime and manga, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So it's not, you know, but
Mhm.
it's there and it's
But it's
for
enough
indies
that
and you get
folks are
you get a
coming. Yeah, yeah.
booth
That's what I
yeah,
find interesting.
exactly.
It's enough that folks are coming, you know. Yeah. That's cool. That a dev with such a great game, because I know folks out there may not be aware, but we showed it off a little bit. Cyber Lynch is great, man. The ideas on display are freaking awesome. And the fact that they were there is really cool. You know. Yeah.
All right. So
So yeah, man.
I got
Mhm.
a link for you here. I'll put it in
Okay. In the
the
chat.
private chat. You just throw that
Yes,
on
sir.
some B-roll. This is just so people can see what the booth look like.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's check it out here.
And while we do that, you can regale us with all your Gamescom
Man,
coverage.
Gamescom was wild this year. Okay, let's go here. There you go. Gamescom is like, as it tends to be. Gamescom was wild, but first and foremost, shout out to the Lognet in the building. I was chatting with them in the background. They said they already had an opportunity to chat with you. I didn't even get to see this video. This is awesome, bro. This is really cool. You know, they did a whole situation. That's awesome, man. I'll put it in the chat. If people have not seen it, it is in the chat right now. I suggest you go and you know, show these men some respect and some love, because they pulled up on the man and did a whole interview. That's great, man. That's awesome. That is very nice. Anyway, okay. So let's see. Gamescom. Gamescom is always such a trek. It's always such a thing. So for those who don't know, like, I have family that lives in Europe, so I use Gamescom as an excuse to go visit fam. So that's why it's easier for me to just pull the trigger and go, because even if if it's a little further distance, or maybe it might cost me a little bit, it's an excuse to go see family, right? So I've been able to do it 2 years in a row. I probably might not be able to do it next year, but we shall see. It is what it is. But
you said that this year, you'll be back.
I know, man. Hey, that camera's crazy. Anyway, so went to Gamescom. My trip for Gamescom was I go to the Netherlands, hang out with family for a little bit, and then from there I drive to Germany. And it sounds like kind of wild, but just think about it. It's like you fly to New York and then you drive to like Delaware. Well, Delaware is even longer. Like from the Netherlands, Germany is 3 hours. So like you car 3 hours drive you there, right? And it's not difficult. Rented a car, relatively cheap. The Autobahn sounds crazy, but if you translate the kilometers to miles per hour, it's not really that serious, except for the parts of the Autobahn where they go speed limit, what limit? And then you just, whoosh, it was a thing. Needless to say, got to Gamescom. First and foremost, I need to thank and I need to give a huge shout out.
Can I just say about the Autobahn? People always talk about this no speed limit thing. You got to have the right car for that, right? You can't be in one of those rentals that when an X5 drives past you, it's blowing you off the road.
Bro, that is a true statement, sir. A true statement. If you are
I'm speaking from experience.
That's not equipped. Oh yeah. If you are in something that's not equipped, it'll feel like a tank just rolled by and your piece of paper just wafted in the breeze.
When I was on the Autobahn, I was like, okay, today's the day I'm gonna die. Because this little rental, it doesn't matter if you're going at an acceptable speed. The other people going past you, the force of somebody driving at 120 miles an hour that drives past you, if you're driving something close to 60 or 88 miles an hour, is insane. Wild. If you're in one of these buggies. But continue. We were in a Fiat, right?
No one has time for you, sir. No one has time for you or what you think you have as a vehicle. Nah, fam, it ain't going down, right? So it was a lot of fun. Getting there is not as difficult as it seems. It's not as crazy, It's just a lot of fun to be able to do that. And I would advocate that more folks on this side of the pond and more folks that could potentially go seek it out. Like, honestly, I genuinely think that it is the Gamescom that we should all be happy and like excited to be a part of, right? It's got so much going on. Let's see. While you were talking, you were telling about how many people showed up. Last year at Gamescom was 573,000 people. Oh, no. 535,000 people. This year is 573 and 57 rather. 557,000 people. 357,000 people. A whole, sea of humans. And forgive me, there's a lot of content floating around. I have not been able to put my content out as quickly because it's a one-man show. I've been slowly churning through them. Had some editing issues, so that's why I did not release anything yesterday. But you will see something. I was gonna say shout out to the great Aaron. You've seen him in here. The winner of our 2007 debate. He and I had what you would call like an impromptu like GCP blog cast, if you will. After Gamescom, we sat down at like a local.
Somebody said,
spot.
when are you going to release the Asante cut of your Gamescom coverage?
I'm saying that it might happen at some point. It might happen at some point. So I was excited to share a lot of coverage and stuff. What ended up happening was obviously, not all of us are at that level. So, some of us have to contend with Gen Pop while others get private rooms, but I'm not salty. It is what it is. So I was able to get a hands-on on a lot of that, but I still need to I need to still clean up the footage and stuff like that. I'll even show you a little bit of stuff that I know some of the people want to see. So right now, I've been wanting to put this out. Check this out. No video. This is just me hands-on. Paris says, you salty. You're damn right I'm salty, sir. It was good seeing you, by the way. Yes. So this is some of the footage I captured. It was real cool. A lot of noise and stuff. So I gotta clean up some of the footage. But obviously I was able to get hands-on, and we're gonna get all of that. Oh, he said just say my name. Come on, fam. I'm not talking about you specifically, but if the shoe fits, wear it. Go ahead. But anyway,
what does Everborn always say? If the shoes don't fit,
Don't
the
fit.
strays won't hit.
It don't hit you. That's right. That's right. But no, it was real cool. It was real cool. It was cool catching up with Paris and Xbox Era and like just a lot of really kind people who just made the experience so much better. Like there's just so much to talk about, and there will be more time to have those discussions. As you see, got a chance to really like dig deep on, on the hardware.
You understand? We're gonna have we're gonna do a deep dive on the UI.
Oh yeah,
and I would just
no doubt. No doubt. Yeah.
Now, did you follow my instructions and steal one for me?
Steal. Now, had I done that, I would not be able to acknowledge it on open air. But definitely, I did not do that, sir. That did not happen.
Okay.
That did not go down. Unfortunately,
we'll talk offline about that.
Yes, it did. Well, yes, but I will also say some of the footage that I have put out. If you have a chance to go check it out. When I first got my hands on, I was able to at least like talk to Jason Beaumont. If you don't know Jason Beaumont, he is the other Jason, the Jason that handles mainly the software and experience.
So he's the other Jason, like you're the other K Asante, right?
Salty. You gotta do me like that, right? You gotta do me like that. But yes, needless to say, I was able to have a great chat with him. I actually sent him the video of us chatting, and he was rather happy that the video turned out pretty well. A cheap plug, if you haven't checked it out, please do. It was real cool having getting to chat with him about basically
promote this video
software
a little bit more,
experience.
man.
Yeah,
you
should
have done some retweets, but
I apologize. We're getting better at this thing as we go. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of guerrilla filmmaking that happened to make this happen. This is why you actually don't see the hardware we're discussing. There is a shot where you do see the hardware, but it didn't work out. So
when you had the dynamic duo at PAX East, you had the.
You see, this is why, and this is why I'm advocating that the dynamic duo need to be in the spot, bro. Because when the dynamic duo is in the house,
I was at the convention with the weeaboos. What do you want me to do?
It is what it is. There will be next time. But yes, you got it. Folks, if you haven't checked this out, please go ahead and do so. A lot of interesting talk. We talked a little bit about MPUs and this, that, and the third, real interesting stuff that, I would be asking. So, some folks noted that I asked some interesting questions that maybe others have not asked. So please check out the video, show us some love. Maybe we can get Jason back on here properly and have a proper discussion about it. I would love that. Right. But he was very very generous with his time. He was a very cool dude. So yeah, I got a chance to talk to him. As I said, I got a chance to be hands-on with the hardware. This is the Series S. I call it the S. I know it's not the S. It's the Ally and the Ally X. But this is the white one. I ain't trying to call it the white one all the time. So this is the S. And the other one is the X because it is the X, right? Spent a lot of time on this hardware specifically, just trying to really like get a feel for it. And for me, this one outshined all the other.
Talk about that. Well, I don't know if you want to talk about it now, but we definitely have to get into. You had a controversial take because everybody, and I noticed this, right? Everyone in the discourse when referring to these things, and I'm not just talking about the usual like trolls. I'm talking about journalists and everybody. People pretend that this one doesn't exist, right? When they refer to the Xbox Ally, they tell you $900 and they don't know why. Right. And they pretend that you don't have an entry price that is going to be, $500-600. Right.
The great Rod is being very messy in our chat right now. But OK, I'll allow it.
Hey, you never go back, do you? You never go back. But the entry price is where we should speak of this thing. Right. Now, Paris says this isn't true. Talk to us, Paris.
Now, Paris says it isn't true, and he says the Ally will be a bigger seller.
No. That is 100%.
But
I agree with
that because the criticism you're making, to his credit, he has been on my page since day one. We saw the thing. We deliberated in the background a little bit. He and I have been one on this since jump. So at least from his perspective. He's been speaking the gospel since he
and listen, I can do the receipts of the respected journalists that just say when they talk about this thing, they just say $900, right? And that's not. I think it should be talked about in terms of the base price. Just because the $900 one is the one that maybe you or you want the cheaper one, but we should talk about this thing in terms of the entry price.
And I agree. Especially considering that for me, the entry price one is far more interesting for me. And I explained it a little bit online. We can get into that right now.
You know what, Pixel, you're right.
Man, it comes to hammer.
My bad.
Oh boy. All right. We're gonna do this early today. We missed y'all. Clearly, y'all missed us. We're gonna do this. Okay. So
all I'm saying is the white one exists, and as Paris says, it will be well, that's the other thing. There's a reason they last minute decided to announce the price. Yeah, I mean that's a which will be great, right? And again, you may not the Steam Deck is not the most powerful handheld out there, but it is the one to beat. So you don't really have to do this arms race versus a good enough experience for people.
Yeah. So honestly, for me, the reason why I think this one is the better of the two is that I feel like it's the best balance of price to performance. And when I say balance, I mean in all things. It is the lightest, which, funny enough, people see as a selling point. I was talking to Aaron, and truth be told, I know when I make this comparison, MJ's in the chat. He's gonna come for me. Lots of people gonna come for me. I get it, but if you are selling to consumers who have a perceived idea of what this thing is, they compare it to the GOAT, which they know in the market. What's the GOAT in the market? The Switch. That's the GOAT in the market. Even though to me it's an apples to oranges comparison, because this is like a proper computing platform versus a game console, it's still in the hands to the consumer. It's like for like, because hey, I play games here, I play games there. What's the difference, right? That's how it seems to the consumer. And to me, the reason why this one is so interesting compared to the others is this is the closest to feel, comfort, style, and even price of the game console, while still giving you full computing platform. It's super light, it's easy, it's one of those throw it in the bag type situations. And it's, if all things go well, and I'm putting it out here, this is the digital receipts. I want it to be this. I want it to be like max $550. Ideal price $499. If it's ideally $499 and this is the price point and this is the hardware you're getting, it is such a an enticing offer. It's really good. Obviously you see me, my shitty driving skills as we do. There was a lot of stuff going on
today, sir.
Oh yes, that's my one for the day. Forgive me. A lot of stuff going on. But needless to say, the reason why I think this is so exciting is because, for example, this is rated at 720p, right? That's what it's rated at. But if you watch the video with Jason Beaumont and myself, you'll hear him say, or they say rather, that it's rated that way because that's what they know the perceived specs of it will be, of where the actual sweet spot of the hardware is. But that does not mean you just leave it as is and just move on. You can, tweak in the background, you can change resolutions, you can make your own decisions and get it to hit 60. I did exactly that here with Forza Horizon, where it starts predetermined 720p. And by the way, that's another really cool thing for console gamers. It starts pre-profiled 720p, certain settings already set. The minute you hit play, you're hitting 60. It's buttery smooth. It's great. It feels good. It plays great. It's awesome, right? Then you go, for my eyes, I'm like, I'm used to a little bit more fidelity. I see that it's a little fuzzier because it's 720p. The display itself is still rated for 1080p. It is a 1080p display. So you can go in the background and change the resolution. I change the resolution and it goes from 60 down to 57. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. Still playing, right? Change some of the mix settings to all medium. I do that. Now it goes from 57 to about 50. Still good. I'm playing. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna put everything for a medium high mix, keep it at 1080p, which is ideally where the X would go, right? That's the pre-profile that would start there. You start that, this one's about 48, 47-ish frames per second as you're playing Forza Horizon. Now again, Forza Horizon, very, very well optimized game, so they know what they're doing when they're showing that one off. But 47, 48 frames per second, that is well within VRR range. You are still having an excellent experience and you're playing basically the competitor to a Switch. It is the sweetest spot that you can find. Now, obviously, the X can do everything this can do, but the price point is considered, it is higher. Let's just be clear. It will be higher, right? It will be a little heavier. For my hands is no big deal because I love like good sized devices. But I did hear from many
You need
people.
the whole 8 inches is what you're saying.
Big pause. Anyway, like I heard from many folks that the lightness of it is a selling point. That one is super light as compared to the X, right? And it feels most like a Switch, which will work for a lot of people because that's the mental the mental comparison point that people make, right? So for me, this one's the sweet spot. This one's the one you want to hit. Yeah.
Let me ask you. There's a few things I got to ask about it.
Please, yeah.
Now, we're all familiar with the Xbox app, which is PC app, which is what this is. It's just running in a full screen experience.
And by the way, this is what you're seeing, right? That's the app running in the full screen. Right? Yeah.
It being full screen, meaning you don't have the desktop elements behind
There's
it.
no desktop behind it.
You don't have the minimize and all that stuff there. It's just there. How does that feel to use in a controller first setting?
It's actually pretty nice. It's very nice. I'm as you can see, you see how when the game is about to load, it just shows the splash screen in black. Usually when the game is about to load, it'll show you the splash screen behind the desktop, right?
Yeah, right.
This is one of those things where like only Microsoft can do it in such a seamless way that it still stays quality, because I've seen it done, shell removal and all of that. It's never as clean as this. They can run a Windows app. It's for all intents and purposes a Windows app, and there's no desktop behind it because it's giving it what it needs from a desktop perspective without actually giving it all of the desktop paradigm. It's a really good UI UX, example.
And this is what the reason I asked this question, because I can I love big picture mode on PC. That's what I have running in the 4090 in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Everybody should have a 4090 in the bedroom. But
man, okay,
it is not as seamless as a Steam Deck running Steam OS, where there's no desktop behind it, right? It's still running on top of all of that desktop stuff, right?
Yep.
So, is it a deal breaker? No. Do I have to take up a mouse and keyboard? I haven't touched the mouse and keyboard in over 6 months. Just with and again, there's just some shout out to the Fox.
Now, question: Have you had to deal with any of these?
No. That's what I mean. I'm
at all.
Well over 6 months. Not since
you're just using the
Fox
controller emulator. Yes.
Yeah. There's a software that you can install. It'll run when your PC starts. It'll read your controller, and then you can automatically switch to desktop and game mode. And when you're in desktop mode, you can use your joystick as a mouse.
Basically, what you're describing is what every handheld
they have to do that on their own. But
emulator, right? You press the button, and then the one of the thumbsticks turns into a mouse. So you're doing that with software,
right? But so the OEMs are doing that, but there's software that you can add to your desktop PC if you're doing
that will let you do that as well.
Yes. So and it's free software. It's nothing. The Fox has a great video on it. So the point is, that's what I'm doing, and I haven't had I haven't had to bring out a mouse and keyboard since then. It's a completely workable experience, but there's still seams. And so I'm interested in what the Xbox PC app is like in that full screen experience with the new multitasker, right? The app switcher and things like that.
Yeah. And honestly,
how would you compare it to running a Steam Deck?
So the exciting part about this is not what they have today. What they have today is super impressive, no doubt. But the exciting thing for me is that they are finally ready to tackle exactly what you're describing. For a long time, they have been, it seems like they've been kind of shooing it away and haven't been putting the energy to it that we want them to. So is it seamless today? I wouldn't say so, but that could also be because of the venue. There are a good amount of systems on display, both in their specific booth and strewn about like the area. So what you're seeing here from me was there are a bunch of kiosks where they were, and you could just pick it up and play. Then there were some in the back rooms where there was the X and the S side by side. And obviously you saw mad footage from all the great outlets out there where they also had separate on hand that folks could then kind of interact with. What I noticed is every single one of these things, from both a hardware and a software perspective were in various levels of getting ready. Now, what I mean by that is none of them, and I see the man, Paris, I hope you're still there. Tell me if I'm wrong, because you had that experience as well, far more than I expect. Like, I don't think any of them that I got my hands on were ready to be put into a box and sold to retail. They were all in various stages of completion. And even if the hardware felt solid, the software still had a little bit here and there. And again, I think it's probably the venue that warranted that, because they got to lock it down. Like, when you see the desktop, it has nothing on it. I mean, when I say nothing on it, I mean the most emptiest of desktops you've ever seen. It doesn't even have a start button. There's nothing in the start menu when you load it up. All there is restart, like, and a terminal session, right? And basically they built these systems, they put the images on them to lock it down and only show you what you Gen Pop should be seeing. But clearly, since it changed so many hands, there's many different, builds or functionality levels that it was currently at, right? So it's very hard to determine which one is like, okay, this is the one that's ready, it's clean. But at its best, it is beautiful, it's smooth, it's sleek, it, like, the task switcher works seamlessly, right? But you had to find the right hardware that allowed that. Some of them, you press the Xbox button, nothing pops up because they locked it down. Others, you press the Xbox button, it pops up right away. It was in various stages. By the way, because this is the way we do this around here, I need a second of opinion. Paris Lily, what's good, sir?
This
was good. Was good.
No.
What's going on, man?
What up, Paris?
No, I just answer your question really quick, and I won't take up too much time. No, you're pretty
please,
spot
welcome.
on. So what I learned is, between the Asus booth, the Xbox booth, and then the behind closed doors stuff they had with the various handhelds, all of these devices were in various stages of build quality. Like, even the actual hardware itself isn't necessarily the final build of what they're going to ship on October 16th. And to your point about the software is in various degrees of build quality as well, because at the Asus booth, I don't know if you went over there, they had those completely locked down.
That's actually what I'm looking at right now. This is the Asus.
Yeah. So you could never go to desktop mode in there, even though when I was there on media day,
I did get to desktop mode.
Yeah, I was going to say there was a few you could actually switch to desktop mode, but yeah, and Asus actually put out a video yesterday, like it was like over an hour, with one of the guys that was actually at Gamescom, because I got to talk to him briefly. And they sort of talked about this as well, that yeah, they're still iterating, they're still getting everything final. I'm sure, from a Windows standpoint, Microsoft is obviously, dotting their I's and crossing their T's. But I think what everyone needs to realize is, and I know you're on the same page with this, it will not be perfect on October 16th.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody that's expecting it to be perfect will be in for a shock.
Jason Beaumont said so. He said when it launches, that's the start. That's when they're going to start. That's not perfection. Yes, absolutely. Please.
Yeah, I mean, this will continue. The software will continue to iterate. I'm pretty confident in the hardware itself, and I think you can co-sign that what I got to experience is good. It's going to be good. I mean, obviously, if you already got an Ally X, you kind of already know what to expect. So I think
the ergonomics is a cut above. Like the ergonomics. Oh man, it feels like. Yeah,
that's part of the reason why I understand the white one's more interesting, but I'm going for the X because I have an Ally X right now. You can't go back.
Now here's what I will say to you, Everborn. Wait.
Yes,
wait. Look, I understand. You might have some disposable income to do so, but
haven't you heard? Everborn frivolous purchase saga.
You're talking to the FOMO king.
Yeah.
Wait, I've never even heard that word.
Because and the reason I say wait is twofold. I mean, yes, the grips make a huge difference in comfort, 100%. But I'm curious to see what the performance is going to look like on that Z2 Extreme AI chip in comparison to what the current Z1 Extreme is on the Ally X, because you also got to remember this. They curated specific games for a reason for us to test, so they would obviously look great. I want to see what Cyberpunk looks like. on that Z2 Extreme.
You try Expedition 33. There were a few.
I
who tried
did.
it,
I have it in the video that I have on the channel. Yeah, I got to play it. Mm-hmm.
How was your experience? Because Aaron was like, I was expecting more. If you recall,
It took a while to load, which on the white one, I think you noticed Forza Horizon 5 took a long time to load as well.
A long time to load. Yeah.
I thought it was okay. I mean, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary with it, but obviously it was brief because my time was limited on it, so I didn't get too expensive. But going back to what I was just saying to Everborn, I think current owners of an Ally X shouldn't do what you want with your money, right? But I definitely am not going to recommend people, hey, trade in your Ally X and go get the new one. Let's wait until we actually get some reviews and see what performance looks like. Wait, let's see what ETA Prime has to say and Carrie and all those guys. Look, maybe even your boy might say something. We'll see. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
But
I mean, to that end, it's sound advice for people that are not me, right? Just because,
exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, we've been going back and forth
Sound
in the
advice for the
Discord.
non-people.
We're having this fun. We call it the handheld war, so it's fun. We're talking about hardware. So we have the MSI Claw guys, and then we've got the ragoons, as we call them, the ROG goons. And so we're having some fun with each other, arguing about it. But like, if I was talking to someone who wasn't like us, I would say, if you have an MSI Claw, I'm not going to tell you need to buy this. Or if you have an Ally X, like waiting is good advice, especially since the software is coming. But me, oh boy, I can't wait. I don't even know. Anyway, so here's another thing, right? To point out, and BT Maverick is very correct. I was about to say this, but I didn't want to cut you guys off. The Steam Deck didn't launch in perfect shape from a software wise, right?
No.
And so these things are a marathon. And the point is that, as we said, they're taking care of these things, right? So for example, right, there's so much things that we didn't talk about that people have been requesting on the Windows handheld gaming side for a long time, right? So, for example, the shader delivery that they're talking about, right?
Shader cache compilation,
The badging on should run well, will run well is more robust than what you have on the Steam side, right?
Well, I will actually say that's been really good for a long time. No one's been paying attention. Like, Windows has been doing that for a long time. You just probably haven't paid attention because nobody frequents the Windows store. But the games that are there always tell you won't run well on your hardware. It has been doing that for long.
The DirectX guys say they're trying to expand that out to other stores. With plugins. Digital Foundry did like a 16-minute video talking about this could solve shader compilation stutter in general if awesome. The PC development community interacted. So it doesn't have to be limited to this store.
Got to meet him at Gamescom. Really nice dude. So there's that.
So to me, the pain points have been Windows gets in the way too much. The pain points have been shaders and how they're compiled versus the way they happen on Steam Deck. The pain point was, why are we running all these background processes? And now they're shutting those things down and addressing those things. So it's not 100%, but the fact that they're doing it, I believe, deserves praise. This is why I'm excited about it.
Yeah, and you should. I mean, I don't think you mentioned it already, Kay, but let's just go ahead and name drop it. We got to have extensive conversations with Jason Ronald, and the one thing that he conveyed, which isn't a shock, everything that we're talking about, they've already been talking about internally. So this is nothing new internally.
Thank you, Paris. Real quick, do you know how many times y'all have heard me here talking about, I know I'm an edge case, but how many handhelds do I have and I can't connect this to that? Like, I go and I sit down, we're having a conversation with Jason. He's like, bro, I hear you. Every time I have to test the new hardware, the first thing I got to do is go online and fiddle with all my account settings because, again, like me, he tests a lot of handhelds, so that thing hits him as well. So don't worry, they know it, they're working on it. I was just like, how long have I been complaining about that?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Speaking of a thing that they're working on, this is another thing we should talk about. the NPUs and the neural rendering that they talked about, because this is an AI chip, which is unlike the other Z2E chips, which don't have the AI.
Don't have that.
They don't have that. So, but you're not going to have that at day one. They're talking about early
2026.
Yeah, early 2026. And as I understand it from the Fox, in the beginning, it's not going to work on the internal display. So this is for when you're docked, right? See, John Wolf is one of the MSI guys. So he's going against the Ragoons. So it seems, though, to me, that they want to use the NPUs for when you are plugged in, you've got full power, you use the NPUs, and now you can upscale when you're running it on your 4K TV.
Yeah, that's what it looks like they're going for. But like speaking with Jason Beaumont, like I kind of, because my question to him was, what about this guy? Clearly, you guys have a plan with the AMD side. You have NPUs there. You basically put the NPUs into that device, into the SoC, whereas it wouldn't otherwise have it, because there are Z2s without it, right? So you put that in there for a reason. And what about these guys, right? And the statement was, yeah, we're starting it with what we're starting it with. And yes, the Fox is absolutely correct. So far, that is how it's looking to shape out. But there is a world where if you have it, they will use it. And if you don't, they will find other ways around it. That's the beginning of this conversation, right? They don't have a plan for it like writ large. They have an idea based on my conversation with them. They have an idea of what they want as their tools, as their toolkit to be these handheld devices. And it can come from anyone, right? Right now it's ASUS. It can come from MSI. It can come, as long as you adhere to these certain requirements. When this software drops on your device, it now becomes like more capable to use all those features. So yes, today it may be a little bit haphazard. Today it may not necessarily have everything together in using of the NPUs and the like. But again, if you can slow down with the FOMO and all that, eventually you too will get to the promised land. Just
but not on day one. Now, the
FOMO,
other thing
man,
is
FOMO.
the other thing is there is a setting, and I don't know if you guys got to this within Windows to select your startup app. Now, I presume it says you want Xbox to be your startup app, right? But I'm wondering if you get to a point where you can say, hey, I want this thing to start in Steam in the full screen experience. Right? Is we know they're
yes, but
library. Oh, go ahead.
Yes, you can do that because you can do it in Armory Crate. But now desktop is loading in the background, it's taking up more resources, etc.
So only if you select Xbox, then the desktop.
Only the Xbox full. Listen, it's a mouthful. Only the Xbox full screen experience will allow you to dedicate resources to that, turn off desktop mode, all those things. If you were to default it to load up with Steam or the Epic Store or whatever, you're now back to what you currently have right now on the LAX.
I see. All right. Well, one up for the Xbox experience. Don't worry, that's a side conversation, Paris. Now, here is another thing. Performance-wise, right? Because I know there's been a lot of comparisons. Like ETA Prime has done some stuff with the Z2E, but I don't know that I really put a lot of weight into that because
you shouldn't.
Right, it's pre-release drivers. You're talking about it on devices that are not going to be optimized the way this one is.
They're not 100% like for like.
Right, and you're comparing it to something that still has all the full fat Windows running in the background. So I don't know that it's fair to compare.
I can answer that one. Directly from the horse's mouth, and you just said it. Pre-release drivers, not final. So even the stuff that you're seeing, like what ETA Prime has done on some of the MSI stuff, they're still working with AMD to finalize these drivers to get the most performance out. So the expectation is obviously by October 16th, you're going to have final drivers ready to go. That's again why I'm very curious to see what is the true performance of that Z2 Extreme in comparison to the Z1 Extreme, because we're currently not seeing it even on devices that are on the market today.
So
You,
I will.
you hear that,
I know.
MSI guys?
I know.
October 16th
I know what
is
Everborn
D-Day.
Saga is doing. I know what Everborn Saga is doing. But let's get rid of the cap for a moment and let's speak the truth here. The reason
Truth to power.
Those are the reason why some of us who think we're in the know chose this is because this through software has done something that none of them have ever been able to accomplish. They went from the bottom of the heap to the top in only software. I don't think even like Intel's never been able to do it. AMD has never been able to do it. The best they do is incremental performance updates and stability. This dude went 30% from the bottom of the barrel to the king in 2 software driver updates. So it's not to say that MSI is now all of a sudden magically the most amazing thing. I compared this device to the 1080 Ti. For those who know, the 1080 Ti was one of the best graphics cards ever built. So much so that NVIDIA even says, nah, fam, we ain't never doing that one again. This is lightning in a bottle. It's never happening again. So buy one now, because I bet you when the dust settles, it will still crush.
Okay, I have to correct you. You said was, still is.
Thank you. There you go. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that this is MSI beating Asus or any. No, I'm saying this is Intel doing something that none of them, AMD or Intel or NVIDIA, have ever been able to do, which is go from behind the pack and then beat everyone through software. That has never happened. And I don't think that'll ever happen again. So if you are in the market for one, get this one, because it probably won't ever happen again. That's why I bought one. But to be clear, if I didn't have this guy, if I say had an Ally, right, I would probably be very much looking at the Ally X and the new variants, because even if it's not like the most performant in the entire world or whatever, what they're giving you is really great. I hear a lot of people going back and forth about, well, they're giving you the same thing at the same price and they're not innovating or whatever. I think that's ridiculous, because we live in a world where people replace their phones with new versions of the same phone for the same price year on year. And the plus selling point of that is you get more performance, more at the same price, which is, hey, that's amazing. Right? In that same paradigm,
I changed my
the
iPhone every year. I don't know
Z1,
if I appreciate that, sir.
it's still true though. In that same paradigm, the Z1 exists today. The Ally X Z1 exists today at the price point it is. And we're presumption that the new one will be at the same price point. If that is the case and people are like, oh, it's not the same, that is very weird. You're getting clearly more performance. You're getting clearly better ergonomics. Yes, you're not getting the like any innovation in battery, because they've already put their foot down in the battery. It's great, right? I have a little this and that with the screen. That's just me. But at the end of the day, you cannot deny that you're getting more for exactly what you paid before. And if you don't like that, then that's weird.
I'll say this, and then we can talk about something else.
And we can move on to that. Yes,
in the same way that if you already own an Ally X or an MSI Claw and you're looking at this, you may want to wait. I would say that if you haven't made a decision and you're in that $900, $1,000 price range, I wouldn't buy anything today, because you got 40 days. Don't get the MSI Claw. Don't whatever. Just wait, see what the day one drivers, and then make your decision.
Yeah.
I wouldn't jump on an MSI Claw.
My only caution on the Claw,
if I hadn't had one already,
they themselves are squashing their own device. They're like, hey, look, there's a new one and another A8 with an AMD variant. Nah, fam, you don't want that one. It's harder and harder to find this one, because they're already moving on from it. So if you find one, you got to be careful, because you may not find it again. Just say it. That's all. I'm just putting that out there.
You get a open box special. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. That may
scratches on it.
That may still exist. That may still exist.
I'll be with the brand new Xbox Ally X. You could get the second hand hand me downs. You know, the sloppy seconds.
Stop
if it were.
There's a lot more hardware talk to continue, but Paris, I know you're here. I'm almost positive you also had this experience, and I said I was going to talk about it. I warned folks, and since you're here, I want you to be a part of it. And what am I talking about? This is a quick transition, and that is talking about the one and only. Oh, hold on, which one? Replaced. There it is. This is acting up. There it is. It took a while. Replaced. You've played this, right? The demo?
I may have, yes.
So I wanted to, because obviously Gamescom was not just about the hardware and whatnot. We had great time hanging out and got to see the hardware and all that, but it was also about games. And I was lucky enough to get my hands on this preview, and as was you and a few other folks. And I want to talk about it a little bit because I've played through this thing a few times now, multiple times, and I think it's worth a conversation because obviously this game has been on the horizon for quite some time now, and here we are looking at it pretty much coming soon. It's been, I guess you could say, delayed again until spring 2026.
Yeah, it's delayed again.
Yes. So, and some.
Can I just say that I support that move because it's too many games releasing on top of each other.
True.
And anytime there's a delay, it's good news for me because I got so many games that I bought and haven't even touched yet because there's just no time.
Now, some will call me like exalting this game and putting it on a pedestal and saying this is one of the best games I've played in a while and I'm looking forward to it. Some will call that glazing, but to me that's just a little jelly. So you continue to be jelly. Paris Lily, what do you think of this game, sir?
Oh, it's going to be phenomenal. I mean, yeah, it's delayed again. I'm at the point now, take all the time you need to make sure that you're getting it right, but just the 2.5D level design in this, kind of the mini discovery that you'll have along with the combat and, kind of mini platforming stuff is really good. I really like this. I see a lot of uniqueness and potential in this by blending all that stuff together. So hey, spring 2026, let's do it.
I'm so down. So another reason I wanted to bring this up because like I see a lot of influences in this thing. I see movie references in here. Obviously, you can kind of see where the game influences come from. I was talking to the great Infinite Umbra. He's in the chat. Shot salute to you, good sir. He was also referencing some of the video game influences, Blade Runner and the like. A few other games that you can remember from the games of yore that definitely see their lineage in here. The music, the needle drops is very 80s kind of influence. It's very much coming from a developer who remembers that time as we do. Shout out to Umbra. He's saying out of this world, flashback, a lot of that as well. Like what did you see, Paris, as far as influences? So I could keep going. This game seems to like really take its inspirations from popular fare of 80s and 90s and things.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I never thought of specifics. Clearly cyberpunk. I mean, that just goes without saying. I definitely see some Blade Runner in this. I also see, oh my God, why am I blanking on the name now from the 70s? Logan's Run.
Logan's
in
Run.
This as well.
Yes.
Stuff like that. So, but yeah, I just love the aesthetic, the art behind this. It really speaks to me.
Yeah. We were lucky enough to get the
AAA, as I like to call it.
Yes, sir. We got a chance to speak with the dev a bit about this and get his ideas as to why he made the choices he's made. And like my favorite part about it is it's like this game, it disarms you in the thought that, yeah, it's a 2D game or it's got a pixel-based game, so it needs to follow the rules of pixel-based games. But as you can see here, it definitely doesn't do that. Right? Yes, it's a pixel-based game, and then you turn around and the God rays are just shining, and all of a sudden you hit the menu button, else? Everything changes. It's wild what it does. Yeah, what were you saying?
Another thing is they're almost using this sort of handheld style camera work, right? Like there's actually a cameraman in the 2D space holding the camera and moving it and doing tracking shots like that. Very interesting what they're doing.
Very cinematic choices that they're making here, right? That, and of course, finally the Arkham style combat, which like in a 2D space and oh yeah, and there's the menu real quick. I'm just scrubbing through it. I'm not trying to kill it. And for the record, the developer said that a lot of this footage is literally like a very small chunk right at the beginning of the game. So it's not like there's mad spoilers anywhere. I'm actually scrubbing through because I want to find a section where there's more combat to be had, so people can get a better sense of what the combat looks like. But there you go. So very much Arkham style combat in a 2D plane, except when you're fighting, it's like and let me maybe move my let's move the folks so you can actually see the side of it. When you're fighting, you're earning bullets, and when you get to a certain place, you now have the ability to use your bullets because they don't just run. Like you're building up stamina to get the bullet, and then that can be the takedown if you so choose, or you can use that to build up all the bullets and then turn it to another guy and then one shot them. Right, so it's got some dynamism in its combat as well. Like I'm not gonna drain it, but I just wanted to put that out there. We got a chance to play some games. I will be talking about more games, but this is definitely on my list. I love what I'm seeing so far, and yeah, it's coming out in spring. As I hear it, 6 to 8 hours, so it's more quality than quantity. You know, it'll be a small contained experience, but if it hits, man, I hope to see more in this kind of lineage. But that's that, man. Everborn Saga.
This is
what do you
on
think, sir?
Game Pass, but I'm buying it.
Hey, now I would say, if you think about it, this has been on Game Pass. This has been coming from Game Pass for a while now, right? So, hey, any by now, I would imagine that the bag might not be so heavy. They've been working on this for a minute, so we shall see.
Look,
I hope it hits.
I just have a slight variation to the thing you hear online, which is support the indie devs. So
yes,
I this is one I'm happy to support.
Absolutely. So, if nothing else, we will say put this on your list. We got a chance to play a little bit of it. There's other games that I want to talk about that we got a chance to. I got a chance to go hands on at Gamescom. Yes, you go for it. Yes, what you got?
All right, now Paris. I don't know what your schedule is looking like these days, but there's 2 games that have gotten Everborn's time these past weeks, and that is Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, and now I have made the mistake of starting Shinobi before I finish Ninja Gaiden.
So are you telling me, sir, that I was right 2 shows ago when I told you not to do that?
No, well, yeah, you were, but you also tried to get me to play the demo, and I told you absolutely not, because I already knew what was going to happen, right? So, Paris, have you gotten to play either of these games yet?
I started Shinobi, but I am nowhere far enough in to give an educated opinion just yet. Other than it's freaking dope. I mean, exactly. That's you can tell that from as soon as you hit the start button.
Did you? I knew it was gonna be something special. Like it was voice acted, like in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right? But did you try Ragebound?
I have not. I have it, and I have not. I'll play it on the plane. Didn't play it.
Yeah. I was on not this past week, but the week before. We were on vacation, and I said the same thing. We went to the Bahamas or whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna beat
look
this
at
while
you,
we're
boy,
on vacation.
Mr. Disposable Income
You
himself.
see what I'm saying? He talks about me dropping. He's like,
and then you talk about me like I'm a weight on the Xbox Ally X. Man, listen, no.
Frivolous purchase saga. Keep it moving. Let's go.
But by the way, the way inflation has hit the Bahamas is crazy. The last time I was there was over a decade ago. I went back. I'm over here crying at every meal. But anyway, no, because you know this, right? It was very easy to travel when you're a young single man, right?
Oh yeah.
But
you don't travel with family,
when you're going with family and everything is times 3 or 4. No. It is wild.
Yeah.
But anyway,
your boy went to Germany.
I'm talking about.
It is what it is.
I'm talking about worse than Disney prices. But anyway, so the Ragebound is great, and it's made by the people, the Blasphemous devs, Team Kitchen, Team Kitchen. I think that's the name of it. So it is a great game. It is a love letter to the old SNES games. It's done in arcade style. It's not a Metroidvania. It's just it's great. It's fun. It is like it's comfort food, right? And it's all pixel art. And I love it. I'm playing it. It's challenging. I love some of the new stuff that they added to it. You're not playing as Ryu Hayabusa. You're playing as one of his students, but it's great. And then I go to Shinobi. And the music, the hand-drawn animations, the combo system, the supers, the voice acting, the production, everything is
They
just
up in the ante.
uncuttable.
Yeah.
And again, we have to understand, Sega is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, right? Single-digit billions, but still multi-billion-dollar corporation. They are bringing back their stuff from 90s or whatever, and it's not fair to compare that to a small team like
The Blasphemous team.
yeah, it's not fair. And Dotemu, my favorite publisher, but they're a small publisher. So of course Shinobi by Sega is gonna have a bigger budget. But you can just tell this game just had a bigger budget. And to give you a little bit of history, if you know, this is done by Lizard Cube, right? Now I want to give you some of Lizard Cube's track record, right? They first came out with a Sega remake for Wonder Boy Dragon
Oh yeah.
Strike, right?
Yeah. I remember that. Yep.
Now this was fantastic.
The one that you
if
could hit the
remember.
select button and it would,
Yes,
it
and
would go
switch
back
to-
and forth for
yes.
graphics. Yes.
Yes.
I call it
And so-
the Master Chief Collection treatment. Yes.
Yes. So this was fantastic. I think that came out in like 2017 or 20, maybe before that. It probably was 2017, 2018, right? But then from there, they made Streets of Rage 4. Right?
Ah.
So I want you to think about the pedigree of these people. And if you haven't played Wonder Boy's Dragon's Trap, you need to correct that post haste. So now in their third Sega reimagining, you get Shinobi. Right? And it is every bit as visually pleasing as Wonder Boy and Streets of Rage 4. It brings back Shinobi in the way that you remember it, even though it's 1,000 times better. The fighting in it is like you're playing a fighting game, the combo system. There's so many things you can do in terms of super moves, executions. I don't even have all the power-ups because just like Paris, I just started this thing last night. So I'm talking about playing this thing for maybe an hour versus I got like 10 or 12 hours in Ragebound. So I have more experience in that. But just playing this for the little while that I did last night, it is a cut above. I still recommend people try both. But if you...
Maybe try Ragebound first.
Yeah,
so it doesn't-
do
it doesn't- it
Ragebound
doesn't
first,
sour
or you're
you.
going to do Shinobi. Give it some time before you
Yes,
jump
don't
into
do it like for
Ragebound.
like because it'll ruin it for you. For
Yes.
sure.
Because,
Yes.
and again, I know I'm not supposed to compare them, but again, they're 2D platformers. They're both ninja games. Like they're both from the 90s, bringing these things back. Your brain
and they're
is going
both
to compare
coming
them.
out one after another. They
Yes,
they
within
caused this
3
issue
weeks
on
of each other.
themselves. They caused
I just
this
don't know.
problem.
It's you know what it's like. Superman comes out, everybody likes it, and then Fantastic Four, which also looks great, comes out 2 weeks later. Right?
Yeah.
Like you can't. You got to give things room to
Room to
breathe.
Yep,
I
yep,
just and I'm not saying anything bad about Ragebound. I recommend people get Ragebound, but this is something different, right? This is.
Yeah.
Like the I don't know if I want to say Ori yet because again it's a completely different kind of game, but I'm saying the level of production value is up there, right?
Yeah.
I can't, goddamn, I can't speak highly enough about this thing.
I
It's
told
so
you the
good.
demo was so amazing. The
Like,
demo was
this-
phenomenal.
If again, I'm very early in it, but like
Hyperbolic.
Expedition
Go ahead,
33
keep going.
is my game of the year right now. I just know from the little time I put into this that this is going to
But
be
you
up
see,
there by
I
the end
know
of the
what
year.
your game of the year was last year in Prince of Persia. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
this is your game of the year.
Yeah,
I played the
yeah.
demo. I'm like, Everborn Saga Catnip. I knew it.
Yeah, it's speaking my language, but I can't disrespect Expedition 33 like that. But we'll see. We'll see where we are by the end of the year. But
E33
my
boys is
God.
aggressive.
This has the Everborn seal of approval. Do not walk, run to whatever your favorite platform store is and get this immediately. You will not.
but
not.
Pixel Bit G
By the
is
way,
not
what you're
wrong,
looking
sir.
at. This is the beginning of the game.
It is. This is all in the demo. Pixel Bit G is not wrong. He says play Rogue Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
actually
wrong.
have that.
That is also
I
another one of those.
I didn't. I bought it when it
got it
when
during
it was
the
early access.
Yeah, me too.
But I
Yeah.
never actually got into it because like I always buy games that I like in early access and wait for 1.0. So if it's 1.0 now, I'll definitely check it out.
There it is. You know what? Let me ask you, Paris, before we keep going. What are you playing these days that maybe people might not be aware of?
Redacted.
Redacted?
Wait. Well, is Redacted a game or is Redacted saying you can't tell us?
There is a game called Redacted.
Do you mean that literally, or do you mean that?
Something I can't tell you.
Okay.
So is this okay? Understood.
Oh,
Say
I know.
less.
I know what he's playing. He's playing Returnal on Xbox. I get it. I understand. I understand. He can't say anything.
There you go. Okay.
He didn't say no. He did not say no.
No, he did not say no.
That'll be early 2026 when it gets announced at the Game Awards.
You've heard it here first.
Let me say this. Let me. Yeah, I am playing something I can't talk about. But let me say this before I get out of here, just on that subject. I jokingly put out a tweet where it was the Scarface meme where, you know, him and the other drug lord are laughing, right, on the phone, and you see the money counting. And all I said was Hiroki and Phil looking at that player count on Helldivers 2.
Love it.
The anger. The anger I saw by putting that out just encapsulates everything about this stupid console war. Why? Because I didn't say, oh, it's because of Xbox. I didn't say anything. All I said was looking at the player count. Because clearly it going on Xbox and you having the ODST war bond has reinvigorated people to go and play on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Yes. Why were people taking that personally? Like I slapped their mom or something.
Well, because you said that, Paris. That's why. Because you said that. You know this.
Let's have. You know what, Kate? Let's have this conversation on here because we had this conversation in Germany. You told me I needed to stop tweeting. And I said that's ridiculous.
Stop feeding the beast. Stop it.
No.
You say the sky is green, the sky is blue, and they come for you. No matter what you say, they will come for you.
Why is common sense and reasonable opinions? Why should I not have to? I'm not supposed to say those things. Because to your point, it doesn't matter what I say. People are going to be mad anyway, so I might as well say what I think.
This is that Uncle Ben adage. With great power comes great responsibility. You have great power now in the space.
I know, so I'm wielding it responsibly. You know, because the point of that tweet that I put out, the Hiroki and Phil thing, just shows how ridiculous it is. That why would you be mad at more people playing a game? Go play it yourself. It ain't hurting you. You know what I'm saying? So I will continue to wield my quote unquote power in that way because it let people tell on themselves. I guess that's what I'm trying to say when you do something like that.
Here's the thing, Paris. Like the reason you saw all of that, and I'm sure you got these explainers on why exclusives are matter.
Oh no, we're not doing this right now. We're not doing this right now. I see what you're doing.
No, I'm not. I promise I'm gonna be respectful. I promise. What I'm saying is people have been tied to this idea that that Xbox is a dead platform and people don't buy games on there. And so when you see something that flies in the face of a generally accepted talking point, now you have to find a way to justify it, because if you were wrong about what you thought about the Xbox platform, then what else are you wrong about? Could the Tooth Fairy be fake? Maybe there's no Santa Claus. My God. My life is a lie. So the problem is, right? No one wants to accept the fact that maybe, just maybe, they had been driven by feelings and emotions and not actual facts and data. Now, what the facts and data say is that the industry is trending towards a more open distribution model because you have certain parts of the market that are growing. You have disposable income going down. I just talked about this except
for you, clearly.
well, hey, what can I say, baby? but the point is,
welcome to the pocket watch
rather
hour.
than acknowledge the macroeconomic forces that are at play, they're just gonna, this is my one, make shit up that makes them feel like they were right this whole time and we all just don't get it. So when you say a basic thing like, hey, more players equals more money for these corporations, they're going to tell you why no, actually, it might not mean more money because exclusives drives things and Jordan's, forget it. I said I
Now,
wasn't gonna say
sir, you are
Now
shadow
I'm gonna
boxing.
stop.
Calm down.
Now I'm gonna stop.
Now you're gonna stop. Calm down. But
No,
Paris, clearly,
I will.
please.
I will say no. Go ahead, Kay. What are you gonna say? I'm sorry.
No. I want you to get the final word. Go ahead.
No, I was just simply going to say, just real talk, all joking aside, I was definitely happy to see that Xbox and PlayStation partnered on a project, and you're seeing the fruits of that labor be successful, right? Which means we will probably see more of this down the road, and that's good. It's a good thing for everyone. Play where you want. The fact that a Gears of War and a Helldivers cross-pollinated and launched on each other's platform the same day is good for the industry, and I want to see more of it. So again, you were joking about Returnal. If that turns out to be true, good. I love Returnal. I would love people that have not bought a PlayStation and have not built or bought a PC get to experience Returnal because it was a fantastic game. There's nothing wrong with that. So, look, I'm excited for this more of, because in Kay, you know this, because at Gamescom, what was the marketing thing that Xbox had? Anywhere is a great place to play. I think it was.
Is a great place to play. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's true. This is true. Play where you want. Who cares?
Again, that doesn't mean exclusives don't have some
They do. Yeah.
value,
Yeah,
right?
they do.
What we're
But both
saying
things can be
is,
true.
Yes.
Yes.
Some things make sense, and it's good that people are working together, and for certain titles that more people get to play them if it makes a more healthy business to get you more of the games you want. Hey, that could be a good thing. Gasp.
Oh my God. Clutches of pearls. Anyway. All right.
Well, I appreciate you
enough of
brothers
that.
having me up.
Oh, bro.
Thank
It
you,
was
sir.
once again.
And you know what else
It
I
is
appreciate?
always cool connecting with Paris Lilly. Greatest of greatest men. We always have a great time whenever we hang out. It was awesome hanging out with you, sir. One day,
what I
hopefully,
appreciate-
you get to see Saga in person as well. Who knows? Maybe.
Yes.
What I appreciate is that there was no Sonic slander today. So I salute you, sir.
See, now, of
And
course,
don't
you know
mess
it's
it
not
up. Don't mess it up. We're having a
Well-
good day, Paris.
Well, I will say, Everborn, I will be in the New York area on September 15th.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
And-
if it is available to the public, maybe Everborn.
Kind of isn't,
Meet up.
but we might talk behind the scenes.
I'm just saying, right? Like just because Kay Asante is not around for GCP to represent, Everborn Saga is local.
Yes.
Let's have a
If they let you do a
conversation.
+1, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
Kind of. I don't think they will.
So let me tell you what's happening, people. He's going to a Sonic event and he don't want me to come in because he don't want me to be great,
Hey.
right?
Although
I
I
understand
will
what's
say, I got to play Sonic Team Racing at Gamescom. Pretty cool. I'm just saying. Did you get to play that, Paris? It was
I
actually
did. I
good.
did not. I
It was
purposely
very
avoided
cool.
it.
It was cool. I'm just saying, putting that out there real quick. For those who like the kart racing, this was actually pretty damn cool. And the lines were around the block. People played it. It was really like something. So for the
But
Sonic
on-
levels.
But on the real, and I'll jump out of here on this. On the real, everyone, yeah, we'll talk privately. But I am going to be there on that date, and I think I'm going to be there again in early October. So I'll let you know.
Nice. Very
Sounds
cool.
good.
Very
Sounds
cool.
good. Sounds good.
Y'all have a good
Looking
rest of
forward
the
to
show.
what you're doing, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you so much for being here. As usual, check out his content. You don't need me to tell you that. The man's out there getting the work done. Appreciate you being here, bro. Thank you so
I
much.
appreciate you having me. Y'all have a good rest of the show.
All right, later.
Later, sir. And here we are. So before we continue, real quick, thank y'all again for being here. Always awesome. It's been a minute. We've been off for a while. We thank you guys so much. We see almost 200 folks on all the various platforms watching right now. Thank you for continuing to rock with us. Hit the like button if you happen to be on the YouTubes. You know, let the algorithm know that you appreciate what it is we're doing here. If you are not a member or a subscriber, it is your choice to hit that button. We'd appreciate it. You know, we would. I see a lot of folks in our community also reminding you to check out the Discord, because we have a lot of fun in that Discord, slanderous and otherwise. That is discord.gg/TGCP. discord.gg/TGCP, the Gaming Circle Podcast. You join that, you'll be able to communicate with us on a weekly, on a daily sometimes. We're in the chats, we're in the audio. We have a lot of fun. So before we continue, let me just catch up on a couple of these super chats that came in, and we're going to get right back to it. First and foremost, the great Sith Lord, who's always promoting, always letting folks know that we here and doing what we're doing. He says it's the guy who had hands-on with the Xbox ROG Lucky. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. This guy with the thumbs. Yes, that's what happened. Thank you. Also, Adidas 20, who's been a member for 15 months. He says, great morning and salute. Great morning to you, sir. We appreciate your generosity. You've been a member for so long. Thank you. We appreciate that. Erodimus, also a member for 16 months, the slanderous one. He's probably more slanderous than you ever, boy. I usually hear this man in the chats. Oh boy, that man is great on Discord. He says, hit the like button. We appreciate you. Please follow his lead. Hit that like button if you haven't done so.
We need a great debate between Rodimus and Slow Mo Backslap.
Oh man, that'd be the debate of all debates, man. And MJ, who's on vacation, if I'm not mistaken, with $5 super chat, he says, well, I said this about the Xbox Ally, and the Ragoons told me I'm hating. Paris just did the Lord's work. MSI Claw AI handheld of the year.
All right, take it easy.
We gonna let that one sit. Keep it moving. Briscoe_son with a $5 super chat. He says, now I have a PC. I struggle where I buy Helldiver. Same for Wukong. Play Anywhere is bringing attachment to PC. It is the thing, isn't it? When you actually have that ability to buy it once and just play it everywhere you want, it kind of makes it difficult to just frequent the stores you usually frequent, because you're like, well, do I have to buy it twice now to be able to have it on my handheld or vice versa? You know? Yeah.
I will say though, that has led me to choose to buy more things on Steam.
Because then everywhere Steam is installed.
Everything on Steam is Play Anywhere technically, but that's a conversation for another day.
Mm-hmm. And then the Infinite Umbra, who's also been a member for 16 months. He says, good morning, my brothers. Replaced is going to be great. Shinobi is phenomenal, and the console wars are over. You think so? I don't think so. Check out the Discord.
You know what it is. Maybe they are over from administrative perspective, but the front lines are still going. They didn't get the memo yet. They're still shooting at each other.
That's right. Just like when people were talking about, Xbox is no longer doing exclusive, the community will go away. The community didn't go anywhere. They just reformed in a different space. The community is still here. They still slanderous. They still do what they do. It's just manifesting in different ways. You know, it is what it is. It will continue to be what it is. But it's all good. All right, let's get back to this, because what I want to do before we continue, the master of the Discord chat is here, and he needs to be heard. Lucius, with a $5 super chat, he says MSI boys doing everything they can to set a narrative. I've never seen someone confident in what they have defended this much in the streets. Damn. Hey man, you gotta calm down with all that. We ain't defending, we're just telling you what it is. It is what it is, man. And Floodzilla, $5 super chat, he says, just remember, good sirs, consoles are irrelevant. And he says that while stroking his beard with his pinky in his hair. You know what I'm saying? That's what he does. But then again, we don't really listen to what he says, because then he goes back to Linux, and that's also relevant. Anyway, before we continue, once again, thank you guys. You know, I know we've been gone for a little bit. You know, we back, and all y'all are here, and you're really representing, and you're standing with us. We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for continuing to rock with us. Let's get back to the games talk, because I know Evermore, you and I, we wanted to talk a bit of what's happening with the Gears and the Helldivers too. But before we do, and again, this channel will be flooded with more content as I turn it out. It will take me some time, but there's a lot of content that I want to at least make mention of, because many people were so generous with their time, and many people were really cool to show me some of the wares that they're working on. I have a quick block I would call them a quick block of what is called rhythm games that I kind of want to talk about real quick. But the problem with talking about rhythm games is unless you're playing the music, it doesn't really like connect as well. But I have to mention it, and I really want people to put it on their list. I got a chance to speak with the developer of Dead as Disco. I put it up not too long ago. This is a bit of footage from that. Check the GCP channel, you will see it. What is Dead as Disco? Dead as Disco is basically a 3D, sometimes 2D beat 'em up, right? A la Streets of Rage, like where you're just walking around, just beating fools up, but it's to music. So it's not even to like the beat necessarily. It's to music in general. So it's to lots of different parts of the music sequentially, like with a sequencer locked in. So the best part about it is, like, the more you play, the more intricate the combat gets, but it is very, very good as far as making you feel real cool. Yes. -0 asked the questions. Is it similar to Hi-Fi Rush? Absolutely it is. Which is in that it doesn't penalize you for not getting it right, but it makes you feel even better when you do get it right. When you are like jamming to the beat. Like when you're jamming to the beat, it's called Dead as Disco. It is very cool. I found this on Next Fest last year. Like literally out of the blue, found it on Next Fest.
Is it out now?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it
right
early
now,
access or a demo?
Right now, but that's the odd thing about it. And Everborn Saga, you need to watch my videos, man. You would have had all the answers to this question.
My
So right now, what we're seeing here,
you didn't see my Iron Lords interview, so
I did.
You can't
True. Right now, they released a demo on Next Fest. They didn't take it away, and what they're doing is every once in a while they add more to the demo as they're building it. They're adding more to the demo, adding more. I got a chance to, as I said, to speak with Adam Horowitz is the gentleman's name. Really nice person, very, very, very giving of his time. Had a great chat. This video actually has us having that conversation in the background while you're watching the content. The recent addition they added was an add your own music mode. You can literally add your own music. It will scan the song, find where all the hits are, and then help you, vibe to the beat. Like in this demo, towards the end of it, I literally have beats that I've created, uploaded, MP3s uploaded, and I'm like jamming to this beat, like my own beat in this game, and it worked. It is very cool. Like I love it. It is. Look at this subway sequence. This is what convinced me. Like you're just locked in. It's all swag and cool hits, and if you hit it right, you get extra points, and it helps you like power up to get even better abilities. You're fighting against these guys, and at any moment the freaking subway shows up and it could just kill everybody on screen. So you got to be very careful when you're moving. It is awesome. I love this thing, and it looks like it's gonna get better over time. So, and of course, it's on Next Fest. I think it got like a 98% approval from Steam. So anybody who's tried it is like, yes, this is it, right? So just telling y'all, can't share the music with you. A lot of music, right? I asked them about streaming mode and whatnot. Some of it you can't stream because it's actually popular music, but they've also worked with a lot of devs, a lot of artists, so you can stream some of it. So you will most likely see me streaming this when it pops up, like when I'm able to. I love this part. Like this is like the oneer shot where you're just going through the train, just like left and right, murking fools as they come along, and you have to be aware of the Arkham combat because it's also kind of Arkham combat like, but all to the beat. I feel
like you're calling excellent. Everything Arkham combat these days.
What I mean by that is, what do I define as Arkham combat is the X button for main attacks and the trigger, the Y button for counters, right? Like that alignment has been very much defined by Batman Arkham, right? And actually, I spoke to the developer who specifically said that. He said, yes, that was an inspiration. Right. And all also
right, we went through a phase.
I spoke with the Replace dev who also said exactly the same thing. Yes, Arkham Combat, Batman Arkham Combat was our inspiration. Even the Replace dev said beyond that, there are gadgets in the game that you'll see later that also do double functions, which is another recommendation that he pulled, another inspiration that he pulled from Batman.
I just know we went through a phase where you were calling
where
everything
everything was
Elden Ring like.
Yes.
And then it was all Baldur's Gate like, and now we're
well, but this
in the arc
unfortunately, unfortunately, these guys, this is where the combat is drawing from, right? And it's working well.
If you do one more Arkham, that'll be 3 for 3. If you do one more Arkham in this show, you're not gonna beat the allegations. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying. These guys pulled this, and they're talking about it, and I think it elevates it because it's to music. They're doing add your own music. There's potential add your own stages, right? The custom stages. They're talking about.
Oh, I forgot Vampire Survivor. Like that, you had a phase with that too.
Yes. Which also has a lot of games in it. It's genres, man. What? You haven't heard of genres? It is what it is. As you can see, you can also build out your guy. You know, make him however you want. You can build. There's a lot of customization in the game. I thought it was really cool. I like, even now the demo itself like has a basically a universal mode and an infinite mode where you could just go in there and just infinitely play. And in the demo itself, they say, hey, do you want to join the playtest? You hit yes, and now every time something new pops up, they will just upload your demo. They'll update your demo with the latest stuff. So from time to time, you get different levels and stuff like that too. So I say all that to say, if you are a person who is into this kind of rhythm game, you think it's cool, it is now on Steam. Check it out, man. I hope to have the dev on at some point soon to talk more about it. Very cool, very fun game. If you like rhythm games like I do, put it on your list. It's really fun. Real quick, another one I want to talk about, and this one I'm going to do a review on, but I just started it, and it is really hard. It's hard, but it's also very fun. And that's called Fresh Tracks. I was playing it. I actually, funny enough, wanted to play a little bit of it on the plane, and I ended up playing way too much of it on the plane. It's called Fresh Tracks. It is very fun. What is it? It's basically, what would I call it? Fresh Tracks is kind of like, it's like Guitar Hero, if you will. It's like Guitar Hero, but you're basically skiing. You're skiing down the line, and that's where the music is coming from. So as the music comes down the lane, you switch from different tracks to the other track, and each encounter has different things they expect from you. So as the music is coming in, it's also moving and shaking based on how based on what actions need to take place on screen. So maybe you're heading down the lane, and you want to swipe an enemy to the left or to the right, and you're doing it to the beat. And if you do it right, you're leaning left, right. You're doing it in sequence to the beat. You do it well, and you get extra points. It's a very fun game. It's just really, really hard, and it's got some interesting voice actors. I forget the name of the gentleman. Do you remember, what's the name of that movie? Do you remember? Oh my goodness, I'm remembering. Constantine. Remember Constantine, the Keanu Reeves movie where John Constantine, the DC character that eventually made a movie. In that movie,
waiting on a sequel for that since
forever.
Forever.
Yes. Do you remember who plays the devil in Constantine?
Yes, the guy. He's in the what do you call it? Commercials. The Call of
He's
Duty
in the
commercials,
COD
right?
ads. He's in the COD ads. Yes, he is the voice of the big antagonist in Fresh Tracks.
And the first place I saw him was in Prison Break, the TV show. He was the Russian guy.
Yes, good call out. Absolutely. I saw him there as well. From that moment on, he's been like on the radar for me. He is the voice antagonist in Fresh Tracks. So as you're going and playing the game and going back and forth, you hear him go, and the game is it's supposed to be based on Norse. It's not real, but it's kind of like this mythical Norse mythology thing that it's being based off of. So from time to time, he plays like the voice of Zeus, if you will. He's the big antagonist in the game, and it just adds a lot of interesting gravitas to it. So it's on PlayStation 5 as well. As you see on the screen, this is what it looks like. So as I said, and of course I can't play the songs because it's one of those things. But it is very fun, can be very difficult as you're playing the game, and it's got a whole bunch of bops. It really does. It just like infects your brain, and you can't stop thinking about it. It's very good with the music, and you're like connecting, as you see here, moving down different tracks. You have to adapt quickly to the music. Oh, and you're moving left, you're moving right, you're leaning, you're back and forth, and it's all to the music. So you're very much like it's adrenaline rushing. Very, very cool. And you know me, dad, so it's always good to be able to find a game that's fun, challenging, and you can play it with the kids. My kids are into rhythm games these days, so this is one of the games I've been playing with them. It's quite cool, quite cool. It's not easy, but it's pretty cool. So I've been playing fresh tracks as well. So if you're a rhythm person, keep this on your list as well. I love rhythm games, so this is definitely for me. Are you a rhythm person? Rhythm game?
No. You were at my wedding. We didn't dance. Like, I'm not a rhythm person.
He did the rock away real quick.
Exactly. Like, there's two moves I can do. I'm doing that rock away thing, and then I got to turn the girl around, and then I can move like that. I can move the hips like that. That's it. All right. But anyway, so there's a few games. I don't know if we talked about Fallen City Brawl and Rah Rah Boom.
Oh, Rah Rah Boom. Now, Rah Rah Boom we saw at PAX East.
We did. Okay. So it's out now. I played it.
I didn't get a chance to play it. So which one you want to talk first? Fallen City or Rah Rah?
Fallen City is like Streets of Rage, but Streets of Rage 2, not Streets of Rage 4, right? It is old school beat 'em up. It's like if you mix Streets of Rage with Final Fight, you would get Fallen City Brawl.
See, the best thing about this is there are so many games out these days that this totally missed me, and Everborn Saga's putting it on my radar. This is awesome. Please expound. I have never seen this before.
So it's the arcade style. It's the 2D pixel art. They do the zoom
by the way, Erodimus
like
is
the
really
old Neo Geo games.
Erodimus, please. That is just foul. That is just absolutely foul.
Hey, I got rhythm where it counts, buddy.
Oh,
I just don't know the dance moves.
All right. Go ahead. Yo, this looks like they're taking that like Sega engine aesthetic damn serious.
That's what I'm saying. It's more Neo Geo than Sega.
Sure,
right?
Sure. Okay.
But like it is all the stuff you remember about the old when you actually used to have to go to the arcade. There's an arcade style beat 'em up. It's
even got the stick notification.
Yeah, I played I'm pretty sure I spent less than $10 on this. I can't confirm or deny, but like it's cheap, absolutely worth it. If you remember this style of game, it's everything you remember. It is it's beautiful, really fun, and on handheld, it's gonna sing, right? So
you're gonna play this
different
thing for
characters
18 hours on the Ally with the bad battery.
Exactly. So
that's cool, man.
Yeah, check this out if you remember these old school kind of games. It's a great love letter to them. All right, so the next one is Rah Rah Boom. Art style, great. I have not played this long enough to make a full judgment on it, but
we were in love with that art style. We were in love with that animation style. Like, did that change for you?
The art and animation is still great. When I played it though, it just didn't. It felt like I don't know. I just wanted more from it. And again, I will say this. This is one of those things that is probably better to play on your TV than a handheld. Not because of any performance issues, just because the characters on screen are very small, tiny, and it's kind of hard to see what's going on when you're on handheld. But when we played it at PAX, it was very fun. It just I didn't feel that when I played it on handheld when it came out. So. I do need to give it more time, so this is not like a review of it or anything, but I was very excited about it, and I'm
less excited now. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. But again, art style's great. It's just it's something. All right. So there's a few more because I know we gotta move on. So
no. Speak on it, man. It's been a minute.
The next one is a game called Ovis Loop.
Ovis Loop. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are writing this stuff down because this is what we do on here. We give you things to put on your radar. He's putting things on my radar today. Ovis Loop. Okay.
Yes. Now this is like a Metroidvania and a roguelite, all sort of mixed into one. More Metroidvania than roguelite. But it is it's a 2D platformer. Combat is like you kind of pick what you're gonna go into. You go on these missions and you pick what you're gonna go into the mission with, right? And then you can unlock things, and then you'll have those things to go into the mission. But you can't take everything with you, so that's where you get the sort of roguelike elements. But it's the combat system is really punchy, really
I like
fun.
the graphics,
So
man. It looks
it
pixelated
looks
and cool. I like that. Yeah. Very nice. Okay.
So I
assume all of these are Steam games. King Web is asking.
Yeah, they're all on Steam.
Cool.
That's where I'm playing them anyway. But I want we'll see where this clip goes if you can see some of the combat. It's really good. There you go.
This is a boss fight, I guess, or
this is like a regular fight in this game. Like they put a lot of work into this one.
Because look at the kill counter right up there, right? Like it looks like it's
it is a boss fight, but this is how regular mid bosses are, or regular like
fun looking, bro.
Because you have like regular enemies that you can take out in 2-3 slashes, and then you got these other mid boss guys. This guy might be a regular boss, but like this is what the combat's like in general.
Okay. Looks great. Looks really good.
Like,
and of course, as it is, you can imagine, you're gonna swim on this on a handheld. This is going real shine. That's great. That's great.
So this is another high recommend. But the way it seemed like it was like almost like they were trying to pitch it as like some ongoing thing. So I hope it's not like I hope it has an actual like ending or whatever.
Live service.
I'm not into this thing just to play to get power ups and have to clock in to work to play a game. But it is really, really fun.
Okay. Very cool. So keep that on the list. It is what? It is Ovis, Ovis Loop.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Any more?
Yeah, but this is the thing. So like as Gentlestone saying that the interface looks very busy because it's more like they're trying to make it one of those keep playing over and over again. It's not a service game, but like making it like that, and that's gonna turn me off real quick. Because if when I want to play this kind of game, I want it all simplified because it's I hear you, and if that's what it is,
might not be for everybody.
I mean, it won't be for me. I'll just put it down because I don't like things that waste my time. All right. Another game that I picked up but didn't play, we can talk about it, is Lost Soul Aside. I actually bought this a few months ago and didn't realize I pre-ordered it. And I only did it because people were telling me PlayStation didn't do single player games daily. But
so you were just being purchase petty. I understand.
Yes, I do it all the time.
Petty purchases.
I do it all the time.
You would wolf. Go for it, sir.
Yes. But single player game. Then they were like, no, it doesn't count because that's a China hero.
There goes the shadow boxing, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. My bad. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it.
Keep going.
But anyway, so I can't speak to that because I didn't play.
So I haven't really put time into it, but I hear unfortunate things about it. Like, I hear that some of it is good, but it's not exactly ready for prime time. Like some of the a big criticism I heard from it, and again, admittedly, I haven't really put like much time into it, so maybe that I haven't put any time into it, frankly. So please take that into account. But I heard that the voiceover, at least the English dub, sounded like AI, which is kind of unfortunate.
Well, hey.
Yeah, this is what I hear. But
published by
the
Sony Publishing LLC. We'll
boy, the visuals look somewhat decent. I mean, it looks cool.
But this is done by a small team, so I'll have more because I'm at least gonna try it. We'll see how it is. Listen, I may end up liking it because there's a lot of games where people are like, I don't like this. This is what mid or whatever else, and then I'm it's just my type of thing.
You about it? Yeah, it's all good.
I just can't speak to it because I haven't played it yet. But I will not deny that I bought it as a troll. And then I realized I had already purchased it, and it was too late. So the next game, and we're almost done here. These
yes.
are games
Go
that
ahead.
are already out, but I
Okay,
picked them
yeah.
up because they were super cheap.
And by the way, I'll have 2 more when we're done. We'll continue here.
Have a Nice Death.
That was on Game Pass for a time. I love that game. It's beautiful.
Now, I got this game. It's on sale right now if you buy it directly from Steam for $10. But
Not bad.
if you go to CD Keys, you can get it for $6.09. And if you have any CD Key points, I ended up getting this thing for $3.84. I will say it might be the best $3.84 I've ever spent.
No doubt. No doubt.
Very good game. So
such a good game.
If you're on Steam, go to CD Keys right now, type in Have a Nice Death. You will not be disappointed.
Look at that gameplay and art style and tell me it's worth $3. It's worth way more than
Gentle Stone, notice how the interface isn't busy because they're not trying to pretend it's a service game.
Wow. Oh my.
That's not shadow boxing. That's boxing.
My. No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh no, I see what slow-mo. Slow-mo, did you get your package yet? You talking about a Sonic fans. Did you get your controller yet though? Please and thanks. All right.
Oh man. Shout out to the great slow-mo. Anyway.
Oh, they're saying it's sold out. You guys should have got it when I told you all about it in the Discord 2 days ago.
It's gone.
That is your fault.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna just let this one rock. Okay.
Hey, yo, only slow-mo will make it there.
Anyway, what else you got, bro?
All right. There's another one called Infernax. Now this is more of a It's like Inferno, but Infernax. There's an instead of an O at the end, it's an AX.
AX. Okay.
Pixel says this. Your fault wasn't called for. Yes, it was. You should have listened to me when I said to get it. But anyway, the Infernax is more of not a 16-bit style game, but an 8-bit style platformer. Graphics are very good for what it is, but it's, I'm saying the style of gameplay is going to be reminiscent of a more NES style.
Infernax. I see it. Infernax. Okay.
Look at that.
By the way, where are you pulling all this from? Like, this man is pulling games out. Let's be clear here. We both live in these on the indie edge, and usually when Mr. Everborn Saga pulls out a game, more often than not, I've at least heard about it. But last week, a couple of these are straight up like unknown to me. That's wild. That's great, bro.
Listen, half of these recommendations I'm bringing to you is because MJ Dark recommended it to me. Not all of them, but a good amount of them.
Okay. So we bow at the feet of the MJ's great recommendations, as we do, for sure. Okay. All right. As you say, I've been out of the loop a little bit. So clearly these are recommendations I did not catch. But okay. This is cool too. This is very much like following that old school lineage. Yeah.
And last but not least, now this is not a game I'm playing right now. I played it a long time ago when it came out on the Switch. But shout out to Dr. Dry Rub, who in the Discord is always giving out codes. He gave out a code, and I saw this, and I wanted to add it to the Steam library because I didn't finish it on the Switch, so I'm going to finish it here. Owl Boy.
Okay. Yeah. Great game.
So this is it's a Metroidvania, but it's kind of written the gameplay style, not the gameplay style, but the way it's structured is like an RPG. The way the story is delivered. There's so much world building in this thing. It's a really fantastic game. If this is not on your radar, I didn't check it out on CD Keys because, like I said, Dr. Dry Rub was gracious enough to provide the key for this one.
Shout out to the great Dr. Dry Rub. There's still a lot of codes that he has provided me that we still want to package together and do a real awesome giveaway. So the great Dr. Dry Rub always representing. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. So this, as you can see here, there's so much going on with this. I would call it closer to like an RPG, like a side-scrolling RPG, but like Definitely recommend this one. If it's not on sale, you're gonna pay $20 for it, which
Not bad.
honestly, I think it's kind of worth it. But check CD Keys, see if you can get it on a discount in other places. But like this I think will be worth people's time. So those are all the games I picked up this week, and
Very nice, sir.
And or started playing.
Bro, I must say, I stepped away for a minute. I'm impressed. The man's got a good collection for the people. This is great. I'm actually gonna after the show's done, I'm gonna go back through. I'm gonna write them down, get my list going, because a lot of these are games that are definitely up my alley.
Now the separate question is, when am I gonna have time to finish these?
That's a whole different conversation. It's a whole different kettle of fish, but okay.
I'm still back on Rage Bout. It just got to Shinobi, which is going to take all my time. So everything I mentioned,
I do have those too.
I picked them up, played for about half hour, an hour, and it was like back to Shinobi or whatever.
Alex just beat Shinobi. Damn, bro, that is awesome. That is awesome.
Good on you. He probably had it since earlier in the week because he had the deluxe edition.
Early access. Yeah, I actually had the deluxe edition as well. I did not like play it during that deluxe time. I played a little bit of it, but there's so many other games that I've been in the middle of. So yes. But no, I'm looking forward to putting that game through its paces as well. So I have only two more that I want to discuss real quick. One that I'm going to be a little cagey about, but I'm going to ask you to put on your list. I'll show you footage that has been out for a while. This 2 months footage, but I have to tell you, like, there's a reason I'm asking you to put it on your list. Play it. Please, you can't play it yet, but when it comes out, please keep this on your list. You'll know. I'll give you a little bit of a preamble. I'm the kind of as a kid, I loved Ren and Stimpy. You know, cartoons that are on the edge of
you ever go back and watch Ren and Stimpy and see how
it's
loose it
so
was?
Damn inappropriate. It is so damn
this is not one of those shows where you're like, hey kids, I watched this as a kid. Check it out. Nah, you're not old enough to see this.
No, you are not. I can't believe I was allowed to watch that when I was watching that. I still love it, but yes, it is wild. It is the new generation's Cow and Chicken, if you know Cow and Chicken, because that was also a little bit on the damn son with the devil with the booty. The whole thing. It's a whole thing. Anyway, if you are of the lineage and of the time where Ren and Stimpy like cartoons, real heavy cartoons, but like on the edge of adult content, like speaks to you, Into the Unwell. I'll just put it that way. Into the Unwell. Here's some footage that's publicly available that is out there. It's called Into the Unwell. The idea is, check this guy out. They use teeth as a bargaining. Like you pay for things with teeth, so you can go and get more teeth as you're playing, all right? And that's how you get stuff. What is it? It's a Metroidvania. That lamb, you are you find yourself in a psychiatrist's office. You're like a little. They say you're unwell, right? And the first time you start playing, you're literally sitting in the psychiatrist's office. He says some things to you. I'll keep it vague. He says some things to you, and you gotta like jump into the unwell.
Is this out right now?
No. Alpha footage, not available yet. Like psychotic stuff. Look, it's buns taking the sausage out of themselves, or the hot dogs out of themselves, and beating you with it. Right? It is the enemies are pizzas, big pizzas that come at you and throw slices of themselves at you.
Oh,
it is
no.
psychotic.
You don't even have to tell me anymore about this.
This game is psych. Like, and sometimes you go and
frivolous purchase activated.
Bro, it is psychotic. Keep it on your list. Keep it on your list. It is hilariously cool. I will put that out there. Like, man, oh man. You're asking, you go and you ask, they give you what do you call it? Missions, right? You go, you ask for a mission. The first time you ask for a mission, they give you the mission, this, that, and the third. If you ask for the mission one too many times, they drop the F-bomb and say, Tater. I'm just like, what? Damn. Game is wild. I feel like Ren and Stimpy reincarnated in the new world. I can't wait for this game to be out. This is just public out there. Steam has the page for it. into the unwell. Put it on your list whenever it comes out. It looks freaking cool. Put it out there like that. So I've been that's been on my radar. Like keep that on your radar. Very cool. And then the final one that I'll talk about, which I just started, but I know this game is it just speaks to me. It speaks to me. And it's out and anybody can buy it. It is freaking awesome. I love it. If you like Journey, if you like Abzu, have you heard of Sword of the Sea, Mr. Everborn Saga?
I have heard of it. It is on my list. I know it came out, just didn't have time.
Oh, it's so beautiful, man. Like, it's from the guys who made all of those games that evoke emotional energy, even without saying a damn word, right? Like they're speaking with environment, they're speaking with gameplay. And it's just so powerful and beautiful and locomotion. And you can definitely tell that they learned their lesson from Abzu and from Journey and a few others. And this game is just, chef's kiss. I love everything I'm seeing from this game. It's just that smooth locomotion as you find from Journey. You had me at locomotion. And then they add all the other learnings on it. And yes, shout out to the great John Wolf. It is on PlayStation Plus right now. They always are really good with that, by the way. When a nugget of awesome game is out there, it tends to be on their sub-service. It tends to be the game of the month. So was what's the other one? Animal Well was also one of their first. And that was also a gem, really beautiful game. This game is so cool. Like, it's so much fun. And unlike all the others I'm talking about, this is everywhere. So I'm playing this on Steam right now. And obviously some of their other games have been exclusively on PlayStation platforms. This is them expanding, right? And it's just the locomotion of it, the style, the level build, the world building. I love it. I love it. It just speaks this artistic energy that I really, really vibe with. So if you haven't checked it out, this is something like I'm always striving to find games that I can put on my screen, and my wife, who's not necessarily a gamer, and my kids who may not necessarily game the way I do, will stop and go, wow, that's beautiful. And this is one of those, right? You can put this on the 4K, put this on the OLED, and just kind of be playing during the day. Usually I don't play during the day like that because I ain't trying to play my games in front of, it may not be appropriate for them or whatever. I have little ones, 6 and 8. So I'm always trying to be cautious of that. This, you play it anywhere, everywhere. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love this, the style. I can't wait to finish it and play more. This is catnip for me. I love this. So if you like this kind of game, keep this on your radar. It is Sword of the Sea, and it's out everywhere at this point. I think it's not on Xbox though. Am I wrong? I haven't checked where everywhere it is. I know that it's on PC and Steam format. It's definitely on PlayStation, but I'm not sure if it's on Xbox. But hey, when you get your Ally X or whatever, now you too can participate in this as well, because it is worth your time. I think it's quite beautiful, quite beautiful. So there's that. Those are the games that I've been playing. There's a lot more. Like I could keep going. I've been singing the songs of Exoborn. If you haven't heard of Exoborn, look it up. It is a game made by the Division devs. Some of the Division devs from Shark Mob. Got a chance to play it with Aaron. Aaron at Gamescom. It's one of those extraction shooters, and by and large, y'all know me, I'm not an extraction shooter guy. I don't like extraction shooters. I don't like multiplayer games in general like that. But just like I don't like card games, when I tell you that Balatro was my game of the year, that means it's a cut above. I'm not an extraction shooter guy. I think Exoborn is going to be special whenever it comes out. I'm looking forward to it. The way that they're working it, the quick elevator pitch, and I'll put real quick some gameplay on the screen so people can see what I'm talking about. Exoborn, the quick elevator pitch for it is, like, from what I can tell, it's a mashup of, like, you definitely see what do you call it? You definitely see Division lineage there, right? But you also see Titanfall lineage. You also see Halo lineage. It's all kind of blended together. Titanfall Division style, moment to moment, right?
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to interrupt.
Please.
Just before we move on. So,
yeah.
Gentle Stone says Xbox PC store needs to up its game. Sword of the Sea isn't on there. He is correct. And the thing is, it's on Steam. Obviously, everything goes to Steam, but it's also on the Epic Game Store.
True.
And if somebody can port to the Epic Game Store, why are they not porting to the Xbox Store? What is going on?
Well,
there?
I think it's a chicken and egg situation, right? Because Everborn Saga, who's predispositioned to buy games in the Xbox Store, won't do that because he's already been turned off for one reason or another. And because of that, why is the juice worth the squeeze for the developer to put that there when he could easily put it in another store that requires a few clicks and you'll still buy it there? This is probably the problem there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not enough people buy there. Maybe that changes soon. But today, it's
I'm sorry. This is installed on every Windows machine.
Yeah.
Pre-installed.
Yeah. It's a problem they need to solve. You're not wrong. It's a problem they definitely need to solve, and I'm cognizant of it. Absolutely. And we've
it's the
had
same platform. It's not like
it's on the same platform. Yes. Yeah. But real quick, let's finish up the Exoborn stuff. This is what it looks like. Looks like third person division, right? And then every once in a while you jump in your Warthog and you and your boys are in the back and someone's on the side and y'all are shooting, right? And you feel like, I don't feel like being in the Warthog anymore. You have your exosuit on, you charge your shot and you jump straight up in the air and now you're gliding like what's that game where you had a parachute that kept opening? I forget the name of the game. Oh, Hollywood Rules, $2 super chat. Thank you, Sega and Lizard Cube. Shinobi is beautiful. Indeed.
Hollywood Rules, they are 3 for 3. Look up Lizard Cube's pedigree with Sega, Wonder Boy, Dragon's Trap, Streets of Rage 4, and now Shinobi. These mother effers don't miss.
They don't miss, yes. So, by the way, the reason I bring this up, I want there to be crew.
Somebody says this might be worth seeing Just Cause vibes.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. Just Cause with the parachute reopens, you can literally grapple shot a la Halo Infinite to trees, right? Or you can charge your exosuit and shoot up straight in the air, and then Just Cause it, and you got the parachute that opens, and you just glide into your location. And all the while, you got your brothers in your ear talking about where the objective is. It's a PvPvE, right? This is a post-apocalyptic world, so at any moment, the world will completely change. Crazy rain, crazy tornadoes, and you have to adapt to that. When you guys hit your objective and folks know you hit your objective, everyone on the map recognizes where you are. So now all the environmental damage and the other players, PvP and PvE, are heading for you while you're waiting for your extraction ship to come, and you have to work as a team to get out of it and keeping all the loot. Like, it is freaking awesome. I'm not about this kind of gameplay, but I was just like buzzing when I was done. Aaron, who plays this a lot, tells me that it's very much the dark zone of the division, obviously combined with the verticality of your Titanfall, and mixed in with some of the elements of Halo as well, with grapple shots and warthogs and all of this. So cool. I mean, I really had a great time playing this thing. Like, to the point where, y'all know me, I don't play these kind of games. I'm looking forward to playing this game. So I think there's a demo, or a beta rather, coming out soon enough. Again, only on Steam right now, but I think it's October at some point. There will be some kind of beta. As soon as I saw this, I shouted it out to the man that I know who's all about this life, Slow-mo Backslap. He got this on deck. As more opportunities come around, maybe I'll see if I can get more access to this and talk more about it. It is very cool, like very cool. This has the ability to turn somebody like me, who's not really about that, into a fan of this kind of stuff. If you have a good crew, I foresee this being something special when it comes out. So there's that, Exoborn. But I think that's that for now as far as the games we've been playing, because we keep going, man. I know we hear about them games. There's a lot of games to talk about, and there's a lot of real cool games that came out on Gamescom that either is out already or coming out very soon. But let's pivot a little bit. Let me real quickly read out the super chat from the great MJ Dark with a super chat. He says, "Funny how the GPD win boy with the baby hands and an AC next to him while playing is talking smack. Gajima, Death Stranding 2's game of the year, coming for the E33 boys from us." That sounds like a lot of trolling in one tweet. Who is the baby hands like playing next to the AC? I think I know who we're talking about, but we're gonna let that one sit. Okay, sir. And then Victor Allenstein with a follow super chat. He says, once the Xbox Ally releases, I bet many will start rushing to release it on the Xbox app. I think it will be huge in the road for the devs to Xbox. Actually, I think you're not wrong, right? It depends on how much of a first-class citizen they make that interface, right? But there's a potential that it's so good that they want that developers want that to be featured that way, right? It depends on how the Steam store breaks out, right? If this thing comes out day one and the Steam store is very much a first-class citizen in that UI, then maybe people still stay where they are. But if they thread that needle and all of a sudden the Xbox store is just far more of a pleasant experience than all the others, a la how Steam OS is today, I can see people potentially buying more stuff there. Right?
Yeah, I think something, and people may say the volumes in the store and all of that, but yeah, if you notice something about the Steam Deck, and we've seen information about like Steam Deck customers spending more on average just because it's a very engaged crowd, even though we're only talking about single-digit like millions of
about
people.
6 to 8 million people, yeah.
Right, but the people that are on there, they're very engaged. They spend a lot
committed.
of money. They buy a lot of stuff, and so if we're seeing something similar and the Xbox Ally, can pull in, something like single-digit millions or whatever in whatever time period we want to give it, and those users are highly engaged, it might be worth it, because today we see devs falling all over themselves to say, hey guys, our game's Steam Deck verified, right? Because it becomes a selling point at that point. So if people are rushing to get their game Steam Deck verified, I'd say it would be trivial to say, hey, we're going to put this thing in the Windows Store, provided, now this is Microsoft now, that they make it seamless to do so.
True.
If you make it a whole
they've done so
headache,
in the dev capacity, but not so, I don't think they've threaded the needle to the store. So like as far as the porting process on the Windows side is far easier for devs now than it used to be. But that last mile, which is getting it into the store and the certification processes and that last mile.
That is the one thing I wanted you to ask while you're out there. I forgot to tell you to ask, which is
what the store will look like when it's all said and done. The process.
Yeah, and in terms of if I'm a developer and I'm publishing on Steam, or
which
Epic
you are,
versus,
which you might be,
right. Yeah. But if I'm publishing on Steam and Epic versus publishing on the Xbox PC store, what are the pain points that they're hearing, and are they trying to address any of it?
No, exactly. I honestly think those are very valid questions. Like, and put it on a full disclosure. I'm working in the background, talking to folks that I can to see if we can get some folks out on here so we can answer those questions, ask those questions. Right? There are games, for example, back to the Xbox Ally conversation. There are games that have a requirement for keyboard and mouse, even though for the controller support, if it doesn't see a keyboard or a mouse in it, it won't load. What do those games do in this new paradigm? These are questions we need to answer.
Yeah. Now, by the way, I want to let the community in on a little wager that the MSI guys versus the Ragoons have going on.
Sir, it's not the MSI guys.
Oh, no,
that's it. The Claw Crew. Stop it. Claw Crew, stand up.
No. Claw Crew. We don't co-sign that. We don't accept that name. Now,
we don't co-sign what you call us. We the Claw Crew. Move on.
Now, the MSI guys, there is, and you shouldn't even, I don't know why you're laying your hat with these people.
I'm not laying my hat with nobody. I'm not laying my hat with nobody.
You will sink in the ship with them. Right? But anyway, so we've got the Claw Clan. I don't know if you want clan in your name.
No clan, sir. Clans is not about
Claw Cousins, maybe. I don't know. But the wager is that the Xbox Ally, on my side of it, the Ragoon side of it, the Xbox Ally in the first 12 months,
like a nice spaghetti Ragoons.
Yes, in the first 12 months, they'll do 1 million units. So we're talking about from October to October, they'll do at least 1 million units. The MSI guys say no, and we have one of them in the chat, Mr. John Wolf. He thinks 500K max in the first 12 months. And remember, if you think these numbers are low, you have to understand what the market is for PC. The market for PC handhelds. So 1 million in the first year would be phenomenal for what these things sell. Just to give you some context, the Steam Deck, which is the king of the hill, after all this time, 3 years, they're up to about 6 million, right? So if this thing is a single set of devices, meaning the Ally and Ally X, if it does 1 million in the first year, that's really good for the category.
Gentle Stone says 8 inches and OLED or bust. That means you waiting on the Legion Go 2, sir. That's the only one that's 8 inches.
But hold on, are you willing to give up VRR for that? Because there's not a lot of panels that are 8 inches OLED and VRR.
Yeah. Well, we don't know exactly if this will be or not, because this will be, when it comes out, the first ever 8-inch AAA considered handheld by like a major handheld maker, right? So we'll see what it's got. But
so what's happening in the background is all of these OEMs are trying to secure these screens at a reasonable price. So a lot of people are using the 7-inch screen that are in the Ally right now, right? And so once if there is an 8-inch VRR display, it is going to be prohibitively expensive. If it's
no doubt,
VRR OLED,
unless it's by a really big maker who's getting them like peanuts on the dollar for buying a lot. But I don't think Lenovo would
but
be
at
that.
The volume that these things are selling, you're not going to be able to buy it for these prices, right?
We shall see.
You can see this in certain tablets, and it makes sense because those things, and that's all going to be locked down by like Samsung and Apple, right? So the question is, can these guys who are selling tens or hundreds of thousands be able to get these things at a reasonable price? That's the reason you don't see it.
Real quick, I will say, and I'm about the handheld life. I have many different handhelds. I find reasons and good reasons for having all of them. I use them for different things. The Lenovo Legion Go 1 is my test bed. I test different things on there. Even though of all of them, the battery is the worst of all of them, this, that, and the third, I gotta say, it is still one of the best handhelds as far as screen and like when you're playing something, of all the handhelds, even over the Claw, this screen's wider and just a little bit more, like I think it's 8.8 versus the standard 8. Like what they did here was quite good. It's just everything else around it wasn't as great as far as battery and all that. So right now it's running Bazite. But if they're able to fix that, this thing is pretty damn cool. Like as far as all that.
I am thinking of doing vanilla Steam OS on my current Ally X when the Xbox Ally comes out, just because I want to see the comparison. Although
it will get you most of those features.
Although I'm also interested, just from a science perspective, having the current Ally X and seeing what it does and doesn't get.
Listen to Handheld King. Listen to the Handheld King. I'm telling you, there's something coming. The Legion Go 2 will be an exclusive 8.8-inch screen with VRR and OLED and 32 gigs of RAM. That is a beast, man. That is a beast.
Listen, that they will. The hat will be tipped if they can pull it off.
I'm telling you.
Now hold on, MJ Dark. How much you think it's going to cost, though?
Oh, we shall see. Although, let's be clear, Lenovo, unlike MSI, who's just like, oh, our thing is good, raise price. They have been very, very aggressive with their pricing. MSI has been. They've been very aggressive with their pricing. So it might be actually pretty good. Who knows?
I want to make a prediction just for posterity. So at 12:19 p.m. EST, August 30th, in the year of our Lord 2025.
He's putting his foot down. Okay, what you putting your foot down on?
I believe that the reason for the 7-inch existing screen in the Xbox Ally
is because they're going to do the XX.
Listen, Asus is a hardware company. They're not making any money from the Xbox store. They're not making it on the back end.
Actually,
maybe they are. Sure.
Well, so that's on rumor. That's on background. Just so you know, I don't have that like crystallized, but as I understand it, there may be a little bit of stipend growing here as they, so it's not just we're in it for the hardware, specifically because they have this partnership. Yeah. So it may not just be what it was in the Ally 1, Ally X days.
Right. But the point is, whatever that partnership is, they've got to release hardware every year.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
So I fully expect, because they're going to need to sell us something next year, that if there is an 8-inch panel, OLED panel available, they're just milking it out so that they can sell it to the pay pigs again in 2026.
I mean, like, and let us not.
Wait a minute, K, and I will fall for it. But go ahead.
Oh, no doubt. It's fine. Let us not get it twisted here. When MJ says this, MJ's about that life. Like, if, and that's a big if, we see a 8.8-inch, 120 hertz OLED screen, VRR, and all that, with 32 gigs of RAM, and by then maybe the software, maybe the drivers are mature, you're gonna see your boy go get one of the Legion Go 2s. I'm telling you, I will. I'm putting it out there right now, because that would be a new benchmark. I'm looking forward to it. So there's that. Yes, absolutely. I'd be all about it, because they've done great work with what they have. Yeah.
For those that are not like in the know, so Strix Point, based on those things, those are the current set of AMD APUs that everyone's using. But Strix Halo's kind of like the holy grail right now.
Oh boy, stuff. Yeah.
But it is very power hungry. So what Kay and I have been talking about,
doesn't wake up until like 40 FPS, 40 TDP or whatever. It's just ridiculous. Yeah.
But you could when you're on battery, you could maybe turn off some things, right? Turn off a few of the compute units,
and then keep it cromulent while you still get.
And then when you dock it, you can, because literally this thing has, like, let's put it this way: the PS5 has 36 compute units, the Xbox has 52. This has 40 compute units.
Yeah. It's a beast in your hands. It's wild.
And I'm not trying to talk about RDNA, whatever. Who cares, right? But the point is, Strix Halo is at the level of the consoles that you have under your TV today. It is, but it's too powerful for.
And the best part is, let's not get it twisted. Why? Oh, it's the same as the hardware we have today. Why does that matter? It matters because the hardware you have today, they shape it for you and you're stuck, and that's where you are. This would be all that power and your choice to do with it what you wish. Oh, you want 60? Here's your 60. Oh, you want 30 but ridiculous ray tracing and all that? Here's that. This is like all in the palm of your hands. Wow. Yeah. That's a good look.
And so if we can get to a place where they can figure out power management, meaning you get the full power when it's plugged in, like docked, and you get some of it that is disabled while you're on handheld. On the go,
the go. You dock it sees the TDP limit rise, and now you're like crushing 4K 60. Wow, that'd be awesome.
And again, what we're talking about, and your consoles today aren't running most times native 4K. Yeah. They're running at a lower internal rendering resolution and then upscaling on your TV to run at 4K or whatever, right? But the point is, this can do that, and it can do it at the level that the consoles are doing it. But it also doesn't perform bad at the lower TDPs. You just have to power manually.
Yes.
And I'm saying all this to say, I think that the next generation of handhelds, they will figure this power stuff out, and you'll have a device that is what you get today on the go, and when plugged in, it'll be what you have in your consoles today. And to me,
dream, bro.
That's the holy grail. So keep your eyes on Strix Halo if you're not paying attention to it.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong. And he and I have been going back and forth on this, because Strix Halo is a thing that we've seen coming for a while now. But in the beginnings of it, it's so power hungry that we're like, even if you are able to power manage it down to a normal level that other handhelds do, what effect will that have in the hardware, right? And there have been a few recent examples where when they do that, you lose a lot on the CPU side, but still what you get on the GPU side is so good that why not? It's pretty good. Like, it's surprisingly good. So I can see it where they limit it in its handheld capacity, you still get somewhat decent frame rates, better than what you get today. And the minute you dock it, now it's a monster. That's a good look. I'm looking forward to something like that.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
Major has
MJ,
a
that's
Strix
right.
Halo device.
He's got
It's a
the flow,
tablet,
yeah.
believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
But he's saying he played Mafia: The Old Country and Stellar Blade at 1600p ultra
Using
settings
ray tracing.
and used ray
Yeah.
tracing low in Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
kind of thing that this APU can do, right?
Yep.
So it has to come down in price. Now they're putting them in mini PCs right now, right?
As they should, because this thing is battery hungry like a monster. We'll see.
And I have a mini PC in my living room now, but it's more like something close to the Z1 Extreme that's in the ROG Ally today. But something like
Rob is over here getting mean and vicious. He said these boys is racist towards Claw Boys.
oh man. Listen.
ugly in them
Somebody
streets, man.
suggested they wanted to be called a Claw Clan, so yes.
Oh no. That is a bridge too far, sir.
I'm
No
on their neck.
plan talk.
But the thing is, I think these would be great if you want a console-like form factor that will perform as your console, but it's too expensive right now. These mini PCs are like $1,500 now. They do need to come down in price. Now I know a PS5 Pro is $750, and the Xbox 2 terabyte is even more than that, which is insane. But
New world, sir.
but still, I think
See,
those things
by the
need
way,
to come down to
Aside, StreamYard now has a soundboard. When you just said, reminded me, I should have had the soundboard that says yesterday's price is not today's price.
Oh yeah, we got to load that soundboard up. But yeah, I think in the coming year that the Strix Halo mini PCs and will come down in price, and I think the handheld manufacturers hopefully will figure out a way to manage the power for on the go. And so maybe 2026, 2027, you start seeing Strix Halo in handhelds and at affordable prices under your TV.
For the record, I didn't think that world was feasible when Strix Halo came out, and now seeing some of the new the CCP experiments, if you will, I see you. I see you. You were right, Everborn. I see you. That is a world that we could potentially see. I wasn't sure they could handle the hunger as it was as far as the power, but now it looks like they're at least trying. There are some who are even putting it in handhelds today, which is kind of wild. So that's pretty cool. Good look on that. Oh God.
Oh man, MJ Dark is on demon time today. Well,
seriously, we gonna move swiftly along there, MJ. Yeah. Lucius with a final super chat. He says MSI guys crying in the streets, but want us to believe they're confident in their product that they have. When you're confident, you don't need to do this.
Talk to him.
Who's doing this? But who's doing? I hope you're not talking about
what?
me.
Stop throwing your hat with the MSI guys. K is not gonna end well for you if you want to get in bed with these guys.
Haven't you seen that meme when you're like jumping?
I know.
Anyway.
Weird nerds defending.
So let us recalibrate. Let's do the final stories. I want to talk a bit about both, the post console war world, which is Gears and Helldivers 2. I want to talk a little bit about that. I know you've been I have, as I said, Gamescom actually running around. Mm-hmm.
I've only seen cliff notes on this, so because I've been we've both been busy, but I've also been on all of these indie games, so I don't know much about. Now I did buy Helldivers again as a trial.
I have it on Xbox. I have it on PC. I had it on PC for a long time.
The loss here is that it's not Play Anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
It should have been Play Anywhere, but it's not. But we got to give Sony time.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Real quick, MJ Dark with a $2 super chat. Lucius baby hands Augustus with oven mittens. Why y'all so mean today?
I don't know what. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. So, let's talk a bit about Helldivers. I want to know. And
by the way, Lucius, you already know the AI memes is coming, so I don't know what MJ's starting.
It's coming. I need to ask the chat, those who've played like to me, it looked like it was a lot of skins and like it's still basically Helldivers, but with the Halo helmet and the various weapons from ODST. Are there any specific Halo maps? I know I think I saw New Mombasa at some point which had actual like bugs from Helldivers 2 on it, right? So it does look like some of that has been combined, but I was wondering if
It's
there's
supposed to be like a separate drop team. So the ODSTs are the Hell
the Hell
Jumpers
Hounds
versus the
Hell
Hell
Jump-
Divers, and
Yeah,
they've added weapons. Now, what's interesting, right? What I did watch on this is they did an Xbox podcast where they had the Arrowhead guys talking to Stein and the Halo Studios people. And one of the interesting things they brought up is like who approached who. How did all these ideas come together? And so what they talked about was that Arrowhead was just, minding their business. Then they got a call from Sony and said, "Hey, we want you to do this thing," right? And then Arrowhead was like, "Okay, well, if we're gonna do it, we got to do it right." And then Arrowhead reached out to Halo Studios and was like, "Listen, we're fans. There's a lot of inspiration here. We should do this thing." And Halo Studios was like, "All right, let's do it." But here's the thing, Kay, and I know why you're shaking your head, but it
makes me angry. But okay.
I was told, this is what I was told, that Xbox reached out, Phil reached out on his hands and knees and said, "Please bring Helldivers to my platforms. I'll pay for everything." This is what I was told. Take the money because we got a dead platform. Nobody wants it. And we'll pay for everything. Turns out Sony was the one who orchestrated this thing, told Arrowhead, "You need to go put this game on Xbox."
But
because they
why
needed more guys.
How else could that be? Like, okay, when Everborn Saga hires developers to assist him in making the Everborn Saga video game, and then Everborn Saga decide, and then maybe later on you find out that the Everborn Saga is on PlayStation. Did the hired developer make a choice? Decided that they wanted to take the Everborn Saga's IP and put it elsewhere? What kind of ridiculousness is that? Like, it just boggles my mind when people think that, well, Arrowhead, they are the employee, man. You are there to do a job. I tell you to do, you do. I pay you for what you do. That's it. So that whole idea, what, you needed like in triplicate evidence that it was PlayStation who started this? They are the employer. They make decisions, employee follows. That is how it works. So why do we need more evidence? This is weird. When their IP went there, I'm like, oh, PlayStation was working with Xbox because it's IP holder to IP holder. Done. Who facilitated that? Those are just the worker bees that we hired to get that done. Arrowhead has no business, no decision-making process within this at all. The only decision process they have is, we don't want to work on PlayStation on Xbox. Okay, fired, new guy that does it. That's how this works. So why? I'm sorry. Get ahead of it.
So who's shadowboxing now? But
anyway.
but again, these are the things that people have to tell themselves because God forbid anyone admits they may have been wrong. Right? So the point is, I think this is a great thing. And when everyone talked about the game potentially coming to Xbox, this is what people thought. They thought, hey, maybe one day there's potential for a crossover, which all was like fan fiction. And then it turns out on the day of the launch, they had it ready and waiting. I think
I'll tell you, check digital receipts. I said if there's ever a game to come to Xbox, it's Helldivers. Why? Because it was made with PlayFab. That's an Xbox game in PlayStation closed. I said that day.
Right. But that's like a back end thing, and it all makes sense. That means the port is even easier, right?
It's
But
like
the
it's harder
idea,
to make it a PlayStation game than it is to an Xbox because it starts as an Xbox game. It starts default with the Chivos.
but it's an even separate level to say, hey, we're gonna do this. Hey, listen, Halo Studios did not greenlight sort of secret level episode with Doom Guy and Master Chief, but they greenlit this, right?
Which let's be clear. That was not a good look on their part. I wish they'd done that.
No. I understand it's not a good look. I just need you to understand how unprecedented this is.
True,
right?
true. Very.
They own Doom Guy. They own Doom, and they didn't greenlight that, but they greenlit this.
Yeah.
So I just think
I want to go to a different place here, just real quick, and you tell me how you feel about this, right? Like, yes, some of us are big Halo fans. I'm a huge Halo fan. I've been for a long time. For me, Halo has been dead since the campaign has not come back, right? I love Halo. I especially love ODST. I've been a huge ODST fan forever. I love the real guys quipping and joking while they're in the war zone, right? Shout out to Nathan Fillion and making Buck one of my favorite characters, right? I love that whole lineage that he had and eventually turned into a Spartan. Really cool. With this catching fire as it is, and I said this in the Discord before, I want to get your take on this, Everborn. What do you think of the idea that, you know what? I don't want another Master Chief driven game. Give me with the statement that is being garnered. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. With the excitement that's being garnered here, give me an ODST game. Don't kill the Chief. Make the Chief the Chief. He is the pinnacle in that world, and he may very well be in that game as the Chief. But let us play as Spartans, right? Because that idea of not Spartans, but ODSTs, that idea that the Helldivers has rekindled here has pretty much put a really good spotlight on that IP and on the specific sub IP of the ODSTs, which has not come back in a long time now. Now's the perfect time for an offshoot story in the Haloverse with ODSTs, like a proper one, campaign and all that. You disagree?
Yeah, but not at the expense of
we're not saying expense.
No. I'm just saying if it is, I don't want it delaying the next Master Chief.
Well, no. This wouldn't be a 343 Halo Studios joint, right? I mean, clearly Helldivers having this integration wasn't a 343.
Arrowhead is not owned by Sony, and I know they're working on another project. Yeah. Be interesting.
You see what I'm saying?
If one day it was a possibility for
an ODST proper game, they already have the assets.
But think about this. What if they were able to work out a deal where Arrowhead's maybe not their next project because they got something going on, but after
they
that,
did say their next project was not going to be tied to PlayStation. They did.
No, I understand. This is what I'm saying. Like, it would be cool if they said, "Hey, Halo Studios is working with multiple different other studios to make different things in the world. Hey, Arrowhead, make an ODST game.
You're doing an ODST. Exactly. I want that. Build that world. Let there be more, access.
I understand the idea. Don't do the Skywalker problem, which is, hey, you got a big, vast universe, but it's all about incest with the Skywalkers, right?
This is my point, sir. Right? You've gotten lightning in a bottle here, where ODSTs were something that only those of us who knew loved, and now you've been able to put it on Front Street in a real way, in a popular IP that did not necessarily blend at first thought.
And in the new world that we are in,
partners, baby.
Right? Well, not only that, in the new world that we're in, it wouldn't be limited to whatever. It'd be everywhere.
Yeah, true. Yes, right. We work together. It'll be on this console. It'll be on this PC. It'll be everywhere. Right. This is the Sunset Overdrive 2 world that we're hoping for. They've kind of started that right now with this.
I will say Sunset Overdrive 2 is that much more of a possibility in this new world we find ourselves in.
I said this last time we were chatting. This is the world we would need to live in. You know what I mean? I'm excited for this. I just want to not waste this opportunity.
I'm with Mr. Roshan here. Not at the expense of Master Chief.
But who's saying it's at the expense? They have
no. Because I understand. What I'm saying is, Like this needs to be a both and, not an either or.
Not an either or.
We don't want them saying, "Well, we're gonna do this one first and then Master Chief." Slow
no.
down.
Master Chief is working. There's Halo Studios is over there. They turning right,
because I'm on somebody's neck. If we trying to sideline the Chief.
Talk to BV, sir. Talk to BV. He's ready.
Yeah. All right. I'm watching you, mother effers.
No, but seriously, I think this is a great world we find ourselves in, and I want to see more here. Double down on this IP. I would love to see more in this world. This would be so cool. No, so
I don't know. Roadkill 8018. I don't know if I appreciate your tone, sir, or ma'am, but I'm gonna assume, sir. Watch your mouth. Talking about the Chief like that.
Pie says that the Halo CE remake is in October, but see, that's a remake remaster thing.
It depends on how far they go. It depends on how far they go with that. If they're doing like a ground up thing, I think it could be a big deal.
Okay. And as soon as you said that, let's pivot to Gears. Let's talk about Gears. I've installed it on my machine. I am also a very big Gears guy, not multiplayer, but I've played that campaign like multiple times. If we talk characters, I'm the Cold Train all day, every day, baby. I actually got to meet the voice actor.
I'm just messing with you, Roadkill. We get sensitive about Master Chief.
Oh yeah, they're gonna come for you. They take out the revolver as soon as anybody says his name wrong. That's what happens. But yes, I got to meet the voice actor. I forget the gentleman's name, ex-football player. Needless to say, big fan of the IP. Love that stuff. I played obviously the first four. I know Judgment is not recognized, but I like Judgment. I love all of them, all the way down to the newest and latest, right? Yes. So I'm a big fan. So when I booted this thing up, because people were saying, "Oh, it's not a big difference" or whatever, I booted it up on the PC. Yes, Lester. Yes, got to meet, and he's such a soft-spoken dude. When you meet him, hey, nice to meet you. And I expected him to go woo when you meet the man, right? I'm 6 foot. He makes me sound like Barrett. Dude. No, but that's how he was. That's how he brought that crazy energy.
I understand. I'm just saying he got a pass and Barrett didn't. But we can have that conversation another day.
It wasn't like that, bro. But we could have that conversation.
That's conversation.
I will say Cold Train didn't make me feel that way, but Barrett did. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
And I'm saying I wonder why.
What? They're both being played by black characters. Well, it is what it is. But let's keep it moving. But the long and short of it is, I played it on the PC just a little bit, and I do see some upgrades. I wouldn't say they are like amazing, ridiculous, like, oh my God, worth your rebuying money. But as the game was really brown and gray in its color palette, I feel like they've upped the ante. They've added some color into it. It looks really beautiful. Like, you can see the work there. It's not a remake, but it's like a real like refinement of that remaster. So that's super exciting. And as I hear it, 24 hours, 1 million people played it? Now, is that 1 million across the board? Or is that 1 million between Xbox and PlayStation and all the places that it lives? Because that's pretty cool. Like an old game like that, 1 million people playing it like less than in 24 hours. That was a pretty cool benchmark. Even on PlayStation, I heard rumor that it had more pre-orders than a first party PlayStation. Well, or no.
I think it was Ghost of Yote, but it was
more. Yeah. It had more pre-orders than Ghost and sold more than Spider-Man or something. I don't know.
But the thing is, it's not. You got to give it time to see where it lands for the month, because Ghost has been on sale for a little while, and the first week of those pre-orders are probably high. Well, I don't know what it is, but I just don't want to do like a unfair comparison. Not that they don't do that all the time.
Talking about what I heard. But yes, I want the chat to correct me, because again, I'm behind
the Matt Piscatella album to drop, and then we could talk about it.
Have you played it, by the way? I know you are between many games. Have you installed the new Gears? And
absolutely not. I played it 20 years ago.
Okay.
Too many other stuff to try.
So the trigger warning that was the Gears of War tweet did not have an effect on you, is what you're saying. Do you know the Gears of War tweet I'm discussing?
Or what is it? The Council Wars are Dead tweet? Or
that is exactly the one. That is ending the console war one grub at a time. Thank you for 1 million players. And that was less than 24 hours of its release.
Yeah. I mean,
Now, of
you
course,
know,
people came for
that's
them
a
with that remark. You know?
yeah. I mean, it's a good tweet. I think it's ultimately, although I'm not gonna lie, right? I understand like where the industry is right now, and for nothing other than my feelings, it's still a little bit weird to me with Gears and Halo, but it is what it is.
It's a little salty. It's a little. You got a little bit of sodium on you.
No, honestly, the sodium is not really for Gears, although I think
Okay.
whatever. I'm still gonna feel really weird when Master Chief goes. But I understand it. I
But it
know why it's
will.
happening. Makes sense for all the reasons I discussed before.
Yeah.
But it's still gonna be weird.
Okay. So you this is for you at least. This is just a drop in the bucket. Yeah, it's cool, but you ain't never gonna play it.
So the thing is, right? There's only so many hours in the day, and for me to play a game that I've already played, and it's not like a full on remake, right? This is what you got in, I don't know, when was it? When did they remake this? And this is reskinning.
Oh yeah, this is when the three not 343 when the coalition basically came about and remastered the first one, right?
Yeah.
And then later on in Unreal Engine 4 they did it again, right? So there's
Yeah,
two.
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't,
versions out
you
there,
know,
yeah.
I'm glad new people are getting to play it, and I'm glad it's getting it, building excitement for E-Day, because that's what this is. This game is basically an advertisement, right? For it's marketing
Yes.
for E-Day.
Yes, absolutely.
And so E-Day is what I'm looking forward to. I don't know that I'm gonna look at this, because even as interested as I was in Oblivion 4 remake, which I think they did a great job,
They did a great job, yeah.
ain't nobody got time for that. Not
Hey
with all
man,
these other
a
games.
lot of
though.
people got time for that. People played the heck out of that.
I
thing.
know, and
Not
they
me
bought
though.
it too. But you know,
Not me though.
time is
But
money.
still. True. Yeah. It is what it is. But all right. So before we get out of here, real quick, I see A-Bug Pie is put this out there a few times as well, which is the pending announcement of Forza Horizon 6 Japan at TGS. Now, this is out there. I mean, can we say we kind of heard about this before? I think we can say that. I just said
We 1,000% heard about it before, but it
We heard
makes
that
sense.
before.
People have been asked. You know what Forza Horizon in Japan is like? It's like Assassin's Creed in Japan, right? People had been asking for it for years and years and years and years. Like, why you don't do it? Why you don't do it? Why you don't do it? When is it happening? And now this is the longest delay we've ever had for a Forza Horizon game. You got the Tokyo Game Show coming up. It's the perfect place to announce it, right? My only thing with this, right? You have, before porting to PlayStation, over 44 million players of this game. It is effectively one of the biggest new service games of this generation.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
How do you plan to move what is probably over 50 million players now? How do you plan to move them to a whole new game versus giving them an update that they can purchase and continue playing? Because the hardest part is getting somebody to install your new stuff, right? It's the reason Destiny 2 isn't really Destiny 2, because they didn't want to lose the players. They just said, hey, you booting up Destiny, it's now Destiny 2. Same thing with Overwatch, right?
So dare I say, day one PlayStation Plus?
Nah, I don't think PlayStation Plus, definitely not. But
why not? It'll get people on board, and then you after the month, and they're gonna have to pay to keep it.
The PlayStation people are there to subsidize the Xbox stuff, so they got to pay, right?
Okay. And Game Pass is already Game Pass, so you're gonna get that already.
So, but again, I wonder if it's maybe better to do, instead of this being a proper 6, you just do Forza Horizon Tokyo DLC with all the things that would have been in the sequel. Just because those people are booting this game up every day, and they might be happy staying where they are.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I wonder similarly what happens with GTA Online when GTA 6 comes out. Are they going to tell all of those tens of millions of people or more, hey, you got to go now you built all this stuff here. Now you got to go do it in a new
think
game.
they're gonna do some back end because
Yeah, but it's
specifically
a
for that
completely
live service
different
game.
engine. It's completely different
Yeah.
everything. I don't know if you can just magically one day saying, okay, now you guys have this new
Now you gotta move.
world,
Yeah. That's
whatever.
that's a tough one. You're right.
So I'm just interested to see how it goes. I like if it were me, I'd play it safer and say, here is all those features, but in the same thing that you're booting today.
Yeah.
And then just charge you for a DLC, but because it's a service game. But I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do.
But no, I think that's it, man. I think we've covered a lot of it. Again, there's so much more. I have so much content I have to write. Check out the site. I haven't even updated the site in a bit because I have like about 10 articles or so I have to put out there. Lots of great like games I saw and developers, indie and the like, who gave of their time. So I'm definitely going to be you're going to see a lot more content from me as the days and the weeks go on, because there's just so much. And hopefully that'll also translate to a few developers that'll come on here and have a chat with us and all that. And as time progresses, you're gonna see us do that as well. I will also say, as a housekeeping thing, join the Discord. There's a lot of fun and interesting conversation being had in that Discord. Sometimes when we are lucky, we get to chat with a developer, and that's also real cool. And get some of that. Just a lot of camaraderie, a lot of fun to be had in that Discord. I will warn you, put on your big boy pants when you enter the house, because people ain't gonna they're not gonna sugarcoat it for you. You
Discord is a lot more unfiltered than the Saturday morning show. So
oh yeah. This is PG-13. Discord is like rated R, sometimes a little further, depending on the situation of the conversation. But we always keep it above. We try to keep it above board, and when it's not, we rein it in. So we have a great time in the Discord. So check out the Discord and join us. Evermore, I need to give you some flowers on this here show, because and those who've been watching the show for a long time know this. Everborn Saga was on his weight loss journey for a while, and he was like he became the Svelte Saga, and he was doing things, and I'm sitting here going, yeah, it is what it is, yeah, but I started my own journey not too long ago. As I should, and I will tell you, November 2024, 278 pounds. I know. As of today, 239. After the big games, because I was mad worried about Gamescom. Oh, what's it gonna happen? I actually lost weight at Gamescom because of all the running around I was doing. 239. The lowest I've been in maybe 20 years. So thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man. The inspiration. It's a cold, bro. I appreciate you.
After being on vacation and then doing a convention for 2 weeks, I got to get back to it. So
yeah. I haven't actually worked out in a minute. But we're still doing well. It was great. It's good. And honestly, it's like, by and large, you and I working together, and you putting that down, I seeing it working. I'm like, I might be able to do that myself. So thank you, bro. I really appreciate it. This is really cool. So there it is. Oh, and Nerds, the great Nerds, who's part of the community, talking about, we promote authenticity and model sincere opinions on the Discord. It's free for all discourse, which breeds fierce debate. Oh, that
we like to call it the octagon of ideas.
Indeed.
And best way someone described it to me is respectfully disrespectful.
Yep. And it's so much fun, and we do it on the daily, on the weekly. Probably jump in there right now when we're done with the show, because there's always some great conversation being had by the brothers or anybody else who happens to be there. Shout out to the great Black Viking, who's also always in the spot, always being ridiculously slanderous, and his AI is dangerous.
BV, the MSI guys, they was hyping here a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't spamming the chat with MSI nonsense, because
See, why are we going here, man? The show.
They felt threatened. You know what I'm saying? So they was talking out the side of their mouth. But the defense force is here.
You see what's going on? We're kumbayaing. We're dropping the swords. The revolver's going away, and some people can't handle it. You know what I'm talking about. Some people can't handle it. they're out here. They're trying to find new battlefields where they can keep the battle going. It is good. All right. Well, Mr. Everborn Saga, sir, I know you're a busy man. Where can the people keep up with your ongoings? Where will you be? Where obviously the shows are coming up. What's good?
Well, I mean, we will be in New York Comic Con this October 17th through whenever. But in the meantime, you will find me at a construction site because I got a big renovation project going on in the background. And then if you want to see me, just come to the Discord.
Indeed. As for me, of course, check the GCP channel. There will be more conversations dropping there. As I said, myself and Aaron did a little bit of like a GCP live blog or a post Gamescom blog, which is about an hour and a half conversation we had. It was real cool.
Did you post it?
I was this close, and then my tools died on me, so now I'm gonna do it all over. It is what it is. I was so frustrated. Oh my god! Like I think 4 or 5 hours of editing of my life lost. It is what it is. We will start over again. We will get that out there. It is evergreen content because it's talking about what we saw and all the games we loved and all this. You'll see it in the feed soon enough. Shout out to all the great folks who've been checking out the stuff. Shout out to all the fine folks who at Gamescom and everywhere has been very, very helpful with their time and giving us feedback, creative and constructive and all that. I think that's it, man. We're done for the week. You'll see us again next week on this here channel. We'll be back talking games, talking all that stuff. But
somebody drop the Discord link if you want to keep the party going. We're always in there.
Indeed. Yeah. But we're hitting the limit. We out. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us. And until next week, peace.
Nice to be in orbit.